We're away. Mm.
So your mouse animated, but not your character, obviously, until you vision up.
No, which I mean I could do now, but I'll,
Do that upon return.
yeah, just
Do the pausey thing.
this way I just get to just be bizarro and just be talking
Yes.
normally as if I was just live with
The
people
train,
in
the
front of
train rider.
the train rider. No, now I'm the facility sitter.
Facility sitter.
Yeah, I'm just waiting at the bus stop in the train bus station.
Five. Dunk.
And I will have better audio. I'm I don't know, man. Like there's three sides. One is I'm not the fact that like yeah, my in-ears sound so terrible when I'm at home. I don't know what they sound like now. Probably better than but I could be wearing a full headset with a microphone in front of me, sitting here. And I think that's what I need to do if I'm out and about. And it's just I just pull them out of my bag and I just do it that way. But I just in terms of editing the stuff, like the sound quality is so bad. I'm just like, do I just dump the content and go sad, too bad, or do I put it up and go, this is shit, but it's pretty funny if you find it funny, and just put it up. I don't know. Like, well,
Oh,
I
whatever
mean,
you're
it.
happy with, really.
I don't know. Like, in 2 months' time or 3 months' time, like our audio, like, does Marcus Brownlee take down his first video? And the answer is he doesn't.
No, it's the rawness.
Yeah.
That's what you're
And so we
you
got to
know,
we got to post it anyway
experiencing.
because it's
Yeah,
we
well,
got to
that's why
learn it.
I'm dumping the whole
Yeah, yeah.
thing and just going either I'm pre-recording it and then just dumping the whole thing. But I
Are
haven't
you a
had any
dog?
problems. It's just big dump.
i-
The 5 hour one. I mean,
If
you
you
think
love
about it.
someone,
Who would actually sit down and watch a 5 hour fucking stream?
no one.
Nobody.
I mean, if we went to the
I
bother
mean, an
of like
AI might. I mean, Microsoft
marking it
apparently
all,
just recently
but if we
the
marked it all and like tagged like points of interest through it, maybe people would jump to the point of interest. I don't know, but like
had
I
like
wouldn't.
a lot of the streamers do at the
Would
moment, and that's they put like a key list of
yeah,
where
yeah,
if
yeah,
you need
yeah.
want to fast forward to this bit, this is where it
That's it.
is.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Do that. Yeah, we could do that. That's not
chronological
hard. You can
cable
do that on
table of
YouTube.
contents sort of thing.
Yeah, you can do that on YouTube Studio.
Hmm.
So, you know, yeah, I think that's the thing.
But checking out propaganda.com.au today. Um,
What's the propaganda for today?
propaganda for today is some dude in I don't know some Bulgaria or something bodybuilder live streams murder of his ex-wife on Instagram. 1,200 people
Is
watching.
Isn't that interesting? Like, remember what we actually talked about that with SciTV back in like 1999, and people would actually ask me,
Yeah, of
"Oh, well, what's going to happen? Someone's going to kill somebody else like live
course
on the
they are.
fucking on
It's
SciTV," and you're like,
inevitable,
"Yeah,
Si.
of course they are."
Of course they are.
And
It's
oh, well, how
it's
are you going to deal
available
with
to
that?
them. You know, they've
I
got
don't know.
X amount of fan base.
I'm, I'm surprised there's
Suddenly
not more.
become, completely psychotic.
Well, just also views. I mean, it's amazing. Only 1,200 views. Like, did they
Well,
not
that
share it?
was the live 1,200 people were watching it live.
That's a fair few actually for
Yeah,
live.
yeah,
Because I guess
12K.
they weren't a streamer, were they? Like they weren't something that would have
He,
attracted tens of
he
thousands.
was a
It was a random.
bodybuilder. He did
Yeah,
bodybuilder
he did have had a little
videos.
bit of a following.
Yeah, obviously he
Oh,
would have had a
okay. Well,
few people
1,200 on the
on a
live's a
live
lot
stream. Yeah,
at that rate.
mm. Especially on Insta.
And was it real?
Don't know. Could be staged.
Hmm.
Who knows?
I don't know.
Propaganda, man.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell. You'd
Yeah.
have to do some research, and I'll be damned if I don't
No,
do that.
no, no, I'm not. I don't.
Uh,
I don't want to do any research. I got
what would
better
I
shit to
need
do
to
for my life.
research it for? Someone else will research it,
I mean,
find out the truth.
but I
It's like
accept.
that,
I
you know,
accept. I accept that someone would kill someone else live on the internet. I mean, it's obvious.
well, you'd think morally, like from your and my point of view, I mean, I don't think I'd ever get to a
Morally.
position where I'd morally or, you know, want to sell my soul for, you know,
What do you mean? Like, you wouldn't broadcast killing someone, or you wouldn't kill someone?
well, I just wouldn't kill someone, so I mean,
Yeah, no, exactly.
unless I was pushed to that position where it was push and shove, and then,
Well,
you know,
if I was going to start killing people, I'd kill myself because I'm a person.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And I'd see how I felt about that after I'd done it.
yeah,
And if I thought I was still up for it, then I'd continue on.
yeah,
But
as
if
a
I'm going to
ghost,
like,
yeah,
but if I'm going to accept killing people, then, accept it.
mm, mm.
Fucking go on, kill yourself.
Come from a point of view where you fully understand it.
Yeah, be responsible.
Mm, mm.
And then see how many people you kill after that. And I think
Yeah,
it'll be
yeah,
zero. I think it'll be
true,
zero.
true.
And if it's more than zero, fucking legend. Like, you've actually
Mm.
managed to like kill yourself and then like have such presence of existence that you've continued to have physical
Like
effect.
the river god, pull yourself back
Yeah,
into existence, and piece by piece, by every murder,
yeah, yeah,
you become
yeah,
more
yeah.
whole till
That's
you're
it.
back to
That's it.
yourself
Yeah,
again.
that's right. That's
The
right.
ultimate
Yeah,
murderer.
yeah. But then I accept you.
Mm.
Like I'm up for it. I'll do it. Yeah. I just don't feel like doing that. It doesn't sound like. It doesn't seem like the thing to do.
And yes, it was one of the primary draw cards when they come to the what is it, clickbait. One
Ah.
of the major burly pieces in the clickbait.
And what
You
kind of
know,
fish were you that they caught?
I was just looking at the page, interested. Spent a week without looking at
Interested?
it, and then
Uh-huh.
it just pops up. 1,200 people watching.
Did you watch?
No, I didn't personally watch. No, no.
Yeah, you didn't get to. You weren't one of the
It'll
1,200.
come up on the next Faces of Death, won't it?
Well, will it?
For
What's
those
that?
people that keep those sorts of records.
Um, oh no, it's totally been recorded. Like
Hmm.
if 1,200 people watched it, 10
Yeah,
of them recorded it, like at
correct,
least.
correct. The law of averages.
Man, I would have been scrambling to record it. Like, wouldn't you? Or would you just like be so engrossed that you would like
I think
captivated?
it. I
You'd
mean,
just
if you
watch
were
it.
there and you
You'd
were
just be
just like,
present.
whatever, I don't know. It'd be interesting to know how many were actually watching at the time, how many just turned it off. So I went, no, I'm not going to witness this. This is not me. I'm not going to witness this.
Ah, so you think there was more than 1,200, but the rest
Yeah,
of them shut it down?
yeah. You're just going, nah, I'm not going to watch this.
Mm. And was I mean, you maybe don't know any of this, but was their partner like like
Apparently,
consenting?
from the article, there was no unaccepted.
Not
Had
consenting.
trouble with the authorities, and then it was his revenge.
Oh,
Mm,
revenge
that's it.
on himself because
And
he's fucked.
yeah, yeah, oh yeah.
So
Well,
he took
the
revenge
whole
on
thing
himself.
played out. He
Look at me
apparently he did it for
completely
several. It
fuck
was
my
several
life.
hours, car chase
What?
included, all on Instagram.
Oh wow.
Shooting
And
at police, Instagramming him
really?
shooting at police,
And Instagram just Meta kept on like letting
letting
Instagram
just letting him play on
stream. Maybe
stream.
that was maybe the media, maybe the authorities were like, no, fuck it, just we need the data. Like,
Mm.
who knows? Like, that's
See
curious.
who's interested.
But did they? But 1,200 people, like, surely over hours, it would have collected tens of thousands.
You'd think if they were like sharing it and flicking it off,
Hmm.
wouldn't you?
I mean,
Propagation.
I I would be scrambling to share it with you. Like if I happened to be there, I'd be like, fine. I'd just be sharing it with like 10 people immediately. You've got to choose to come and see this if you wish.
True.
I mean, I wouldn't implore them to like breach their own value system. You know, I think that would be inappropriate. But you know, just saying, you know, your mileage may vary.
Well, it was a bit of a
I
heavy
find
thing. I was just like,
I find this interesting. Your mileage may vary.
mileage may vary depending on
Were people sending
critical
in like
mass.
super chats and shit?
Yeah.
Can you do that on Instagram? Like send a super chat and just like
And
have
just,
like so as he's doing it, shoot closer to the fucking try and get the
yeah, here
tire.
we
I'll give you an
go. I'll
extra grand.
flick you a
I'll flick you a
thousand.
grand if you hit
That's
the
it.
tire.
Dial up
And he's like,
assassin while you're cruising along, yeah.
man,
Oh,
shooting.
that's my ex-wife. If you put a hole in that one, yeah, I'll flick you some money.
Oh,
Like a game show, like you were talking about
okay,
the
yeah,
whole Carmageddon and what was it?
twisted,
New movie that's just come out, the smash up derby car driving,
twisted metal,
twisted metal, twisted steel.
twisted. No,
Sounds like twisted metal, twisted steel. Sounds like some sort of cyberpunk DM's manual.
it does. I mean, the image is a bit that way too. I mean, it's like the ice cream van with a clown on the top, like just sort of bouncing backwards and forwards, the evil clown, and
Yeah.
some dude like hanging out being a complete fucking crazy cunt. So yeah, there's a whole. It's interesting.
Yeah, it was funny when you were sending me that. I was like, oh, gave me fond memories of the playing
Uh,
Carmageddon 2000 and
yeah, I didn't.
explodings and
I remember
the
watching you
poor
play it.
grandmothers
You
in
showed
the
me.
with the walking aid going, I was in the war, just exploding across your windscreen.
And that, yeah, I remember watching it. You showed me, and we were looking. You showed me because we were impressed with the 3D graphics, like in the graphical element of it more than anything.
Mm. But the dynamics and the whole as the games progressed from the original Carmageddon through to the latest incarnation, um, like you if you split someone right down the middle with the eagle, essentially that you can get like their entrails caught on the eagle's spine down the middle of the car, and so you're
Just gonna
dragging
check.
all these
Hang on, stop.
gibbed pieces behind.
Hang on. Excuse me, sir. Is the 380 actually happening tonight? Mhm.
Sorry?
The 380, is it still happening tonight? Like, I mean, I'm one's already passed by and not turned up. I'm just checking.
380 Stanley. Yep.
Yeah, just so it is. If you don't know,
Saturday. Today. Saturday.
Cy Stockman,
10:29.
live and direct from the Sydney
like it
streets.
says it is, but do you know if it actually is, or you're security?
I'm just
Oh,
security.
you don't know, man. Like, yeah, sorry, man. Like, I'm just, yeah,
Poor
you
dude,
were
just
helping
like
me out too
hassling
much. You
him.
should have just said, I don't know.
Doing a
Oh,
side
I
TV
have, but I don't
already.
believe it. I
Side
don't believe it.
TV's already in
It's often
progress.
wrong.
Yeah.
Something wrong?
Yeah.
Why the fucking
I know, right? No.
You have the dude in your ear.
The security guy, poor dude. You know what? No, I'd prefer to catch the 333 than the 386.
Gonna be quicker.
No, just different. That's here, but different. It goes to North Bondi, and then I just walk up I don't walk through. I mean, I know all the walks. Not even like, fuck it. I can flash it through here if it shows up ever. Oh, hang on. There you go.
But yeah, apparently, news media had covered that there's this young rapper in, I think it's Canada. Apparently, someone had hijacked her primary social media account, posted that she'd killed herself.
Oh,
It's pretty bad
that would have been.
taste. Pretty bad taste.
Was it?
Yeah,
Did
but
she
the
get
news media picked up on it straight away, and
So she got broadcast to the news media.
yeah, that she'd
Oh,
taken her own life, but it ended up not being true.
massive.
Yeah,
So
talked
massive
about
exposure.
yeah,
Sounds
big
like a great
exposure,
opportunity.
back from the grave.
Yeah, maybe like should it could it become so like
Well,
common?
she could sell Born Again now, officially
Oh,
born again.
one again. She's like a come back to life. The new Jesus.
Everyone's getting in on the action.
Yeah, yeah. Just kill
Hmm.
yourself, pretend way, come back, get a bit of media.
Your own personal Jesus.
Jesus. I, so how is it in bad taste? Like, is it in bad taste to pretend to kill yourself? You should do it properly. Is that what you're saying?
I don't know. It could have been just some troll.
Wasn't it just
Could have been a hacker troll or something like that.
I think it was an agent.
Hmm?
It's a manager.
It's probably a manager. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's a
Yeah.
marketing stunt. It's good.
Get back in the
I approve.
news, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Well, she hasn't been on the news. Like, how do you get on the news now? You've got to kill
Well,
yourself. Pretend.
that's it. Sometimes for tax reasons, but not this year.
Nah, nah.
Rubber dub dub, billionaires in a sub.
Oh, wow.
Mm,
So,
living it up at Freeport, mate.
but Virgin Galactic
That's it.
successfully launched
Just,
a
just,
few people into near orbit
hey?
this week, Thursday. First true
Nice.
commercial flight.
Go Virgin
Mhm.
Galactic, loving the
Yeah,
work.
yeah, yeah. Disclosure, I am a shareholder. Yeah.
That's it.
I,
Go Space Brothers and sisters.
well, yeah, I mean, I think that, yeah, no, I like their model. I think that it's, I think that the plane model, and then we've got the more like the SpaceX model, and then I don't know the in between models, which
Yeah,
is
yeah.
Blue Origin. It's a bit like
I think the commercial
it's not
side
what
of
we
it
need.
is
Not
going to
what we need.
make money for it.
But for Blue Origin or for
Well, for any of them, having that commercial facility to take passengers up for
yeah, but will it
a
cost more money?
brief exposure.
But will it cost more money per flight than it is that they charge? I think
Mm.
because I read an Ars Technica today, and they were on site at the launch of the first commercial rocket. And I'm also sort of like not dismissive, just saying it's going to be sketchy.
Yeah,
Like it's going to be it's seat of the pants stuff because basically the amount of money that they have in the Galactic has in the bank can last them maybe 2 years, and it'll take them probably 3 to 4 years to make the next model, which will be commercially viable. Because at the moment, even though they're launching people, it still actually costs them money.
to
So
do it. Yeah.
yeah, it's like yeah, they're not completely covering costs yet. So will they make the will is the runway they have financially long enough for them to get to commercial viability, or are they going to go belly up? And you know what I think? Either way, I don't care because like, well, no, I do. I mean, I hope they succeed, but like ultimately though, from a being a shareholder perspective, I think like it won't disappear. It'll get bought out. Like something will eat it,
Yeah.
and then you'll just own shares and the thing will ate it, which is more viable.
Mm.
You know, so it's all good. Maybe buy more shares. You know, and
As long
buy
as they're
Cheep.
achieving what they need to achieve.
No, I mean, I don't know. What is Virgin Galactic's mission objective? To commercialize like space
Solidify
tourism?
space.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Is it?
I'm just
No,
saying.
no. Make it. When you say solidify, do you mean like fill it with glue?
Isn't it already water?
Oh,
Aren't we just in a big bubble, Si?
some believe this. Yeah, I mean, I accept that all realities are real. So it's like I can deal with that. But, I mean, we are in a
Are we not
bubble.
in our own bubble? Our thought bubbles?
Especially with noise cancelling headphones, you know, you can just pretend that you're completely in your own little fantasy realm.
Yeah.
And as long as everyone else has them as well as they're meant to have, then, you know, it doesn't matter. Because they're in their own fantasy realms as well.
That's it. You believe it
We're all just,
enough, you can get that, what was it, remember the Dungeons and Dragons movie, the first one?
well, well, we're all alone together.
Yeah.
We're sitting here alone together,
Brains.
brain,
One
observing,
brain to
engaging,
another.
consuming reality stories.
That's it.
Yeah.
In our current live on Facebook, where or live on YouTube, where the avatars, brains inside computers inside avatars.
Reality simulating reality.
Simulating reality, simulating reality.
Oh my God,
In
we're
its
going to such
multiple
reality.
recursions.
Oh, no. Done Inception. So, yeah, I've accepted the triple three, and the triple three is halfway to,
Be a bit quicker.
I could have sat there for another hour waiting for the 380. It's just stupid. Stupid. I can walk in the triple three. I can walk from Bondi. I can walk from the city and onto the ship, but I prefer to get home. A more functional hour. So, oh yeah, tonight was interesting. I managed to like cut out, I think, this like complete sense of shame, just useless, this interesting engaging things. Like, I would never have thought this, but like one of my learnings is continuing learnings is like that our springs or like small communities.
Hang on.
Oh
Oh,
no,
hang on.
have you recorded? Have you
No.
been recording the local version?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
That's alright. It's still live, but I set it for made for kids, so I might have to
oh
stop.
geez, don't no, no,
I'm gonna have to
we're not made
stop.
for
I'm gonna
kids, man.
stop and
That's
then I'll
fucking
start
insane,
again.
buddy. Oh, we don't want to make for kids.
I might delete that bit.
Yeah, don't delete the master on your computer, but
No,
definitely
I'll
the live.
keep the master. Yeah,
But the live, yeah,
the
delete that
live
okay,
definitely is gonna get deleted.
for kids.
Delete.
And it ends up on like the special
delete.
YouTube for kids app. And people, these
Chunk.
little like 3-year-olds are like watching us just be complete.
Well, how did it do that? All right, try again. No,
Keep going back.
not made for kids. There we go.
You're not made that. You are made for kids, you are kids. I think we are made for kids. Oh my gosh.
I think so. So
That's insane. No.
no, I've deleted it, so hopefully no
Feel
one,
good. No,
no
hopefully
one
no
saw
one
it.
sees that. But I have been in the public sphere, so I haven't been that's completely absurd. Just a little bit absurd. No, I know. It's as absurd as that, I guess. Hmm.
Public. Just to click the wrong button when I'm setting it. It's all right. Accidents will happen and were noted and
Rectified.
rectified.
Rectified. Maybe.
Yep. Back. Wondering why the chat wasn't available. And then I went into the settings and I went, uh-oh.
3-year-olds are watching that content.
Yeah,
That's what I think.
got a bit of an extra education tonight. Till I realized what was going on and went, oh no, that's not going to happen.
Wow. The end of the road for the 333. Let's walk the rest of the way. The 380 shows up on the roads. Otherwise, if we reliable. Oh, I don't know if you can hear my footsteps. I was on the phone with my dad, and he said that he could hear my footsteps as I was walking. Really loud.
No,
Okay.
no.
Okay. That's good.
I don't have the headphones all the way up though.
No, sure,
I
no.
got it at a
It seemed
reasonable
quite
level. I
dominant.
could turn it right up if I wanted, but
No. It seemed to him like it was quite a dominant sound.
listen to your breathing and your heartbeat.
Aw.
Oh,
So I've been posting more stuff to Instagram, like stories.
bit
Um,
more
it's
successful.
interesting. No, just like I haven't really posted anything in ages, and I think,
Testing the waters of cross media.
well, I've been wondering why I've been posting,
Hmm.
and I think it's partly to do with the podcast, not like a promotion of the podcast because I don't mention it, but just this thing. I've really struggled for many years with having a what I would call probably a creative profile.
Yep.
Where I post content, but I'm a personal creative, and then I realize I need to have like a personality. Like it's not like I'm just a bot randomly posting
These
creative
things,
content. Yeah, like
you've
you
got
have
your
to have a
AI set
personality.
up to churn your
Yeah.
wares.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
So you've got to sort of, and creators like, and I mean, I literally talk to creators about this and how, for example, Instagram specifically, you use your posts and your reels as your content, and
Yep.
then you use your stories as your personality.
Right.
you know.
So they're
So
getting to know yous.
yeah, they're getting to know you, you know, like, oh, I'm having a fun day today, or I'm not, or whatever, you know. But that happens there.
Yeah.
Um, and I've never done it, so, even though I've recommended it and totally know why. But I'm not doing it. But so I've been exploring doing that and kind of using that. I listened to a podcast and it was one of the people who was the you know, was a senior person with Instagram,
Yeah.
and uh, they were talking about how like stories they recognize the value of this kind of non-serious content, like where it wasn't going
Just
to be there
general
and
banter, but more.
it was going to go away. It
Yeah.
would go away. You know, you weren't going to look at it in 3 months and it was still there.
Yeah.
So, and how that meant that people weren't feeling pressured because they watched as celebrities and everything came onto the platform. There was like a drop in engagement, and because the Gen Pop was like,
More interested
gee,
in what they had to say rather than these
yeah, and
other
also felt
people
like they
trying to push
couldn't.
their content or their,
Well, instead
their
of them saying,
new
"Here's my
book.
coffee," you know, here's my coffee or my breakfast. Like the celeb breakfast was, they just couldn't. So people, there was that, but also people felt they couldn't compete.
Yeah.
So instead of them posting their little special thing, they started to stop doing that. And I think that was like stories to them re-engage that opportunity. So it's literal purpose, like its whole intention is to give you a personality, you know,
Yeah.
instead of being your like presentation, you know, presentation versus personality.
No, I get that.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got my Hawaiian shirt on tonight.
To you.
Yeah. Just my black Hawaiian. I'm not going shirtless tonight. No nips.
No nips?
I mean, it's not offensive. I don't have nipples, so
No,
it
well,
caters for all.
yeah, you're not a sexual object as a result. You know?
I'm merely an avatar when I'm in my YouTube mode.
It's interesting you raised that. Like I was talking to my dad, right? It had been a 2 hour phone call. It was good.
Yeah.
And
While we're still here,
I hit
bro.
exactly, man, exactly, 1 billion%. Right.
Billion%.
And yeah, I went into some interesting places around some stuff. Specifically, it was with that like I was like, what do you think? I said, you've heard the concept blackface, you know, and like we're Papuan, you know, Papuan Malay, and
Mm.
so I said, what do you think about blackface? He's like, yeah, no, blackface. I said, so, and concept of cultural appropriation. My dad's like, yeah, I know cultural
Yeah.
appropriation,
Yeah.
and I'm like, so what do you think about like women wearing like black leggings and making themselves look like a black woman
Mm.
and like puffing their ass up and like,
That's it.
and he's like, what about the lips?
Yes.
We're talking about the lips and like, like making
Thickening of the
yourself look like you've
lips.
got a black woman's lips.
Yeah.
Like this is like outrageous level blackface. And as I got talking about it, he was like was quite insightful in like going, well, yeah,
Intentional
he
or
totally
non-intentional, you think so?
no intentional. Not like they couldn't vocalize the specific information. And it's the 380. God damn it! It just drove past me. Oh, whatever. Finally, it turns up. I would have got home 10 minutes earlier. But
Wretches.
well, anyway, so as we went along, he said, you know what else pisses me off? He's like, yeah, the black woman having like an African or an Islander woman's lips or having an Islander woman's ass. It's just uncool.
And the
You know.
the hair affectations and
Yeah, yeah. But he went to another level, which I didn't initially think of, and then I fully respect him, which was tattoos.
yes,
And he's just like, he sees people when they're wearing this like full arm tattoo and stuff, and he's like, what tribe is that?
yeah.
And then they're like, really? And he's like, that's like a cultural presentation of like for tribal reasons, like for
Hmm.
reasons. It's a ceremonial process. Like, what are you doing?
That's the reason why I got my Made in Australia sticker. I'm nothing more than a product of a
Right.
corporation.
That's that.
That's what tribe I'm in. Tribe of
Incorpor-
corporation.
Incorporated.
Incorporated.
Incorporation. The body. You are the body. The hands of the corporation. The hands of the give the corporate being reality definition. Mm. Oh man.
I mean, from the concept of the whole simulated reality, you got to have your different parts of the culture. Flesh it out.
Ah,
Detail to the story is very important.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, um, mm, I had this look, I had this kind of strange like as I've been getting back into walking again, I've realized it's essential. Um,
Yeah.
for especially with my work and stuff. I'm doing the work I'm choosing at the moment. And I was thinking feeling into it the other day, and I was like, right, like I was just being 150 years old, 150 years, sigh, doing thing. And then I was like, you know,
Well, my adolescent replica has been encouraging me to do more exercise. So
hmm. Well, but the thing is, I was like, as I was doing this and then I was thinking, I was having like a moment just being 150 and going, huh, is the M still around? Like I'd be like, who would you share this story with, as you're experiencing it like for that long?
yeah.
And then I was like, nah, like this is what this is all about. Part of it, it's like, so I can then just like have a simulation,
Hmm.
just just collect all of the
All of the
posts and
data.
documentation, of the
That's
M,
it.
and then have a simulem.
Simulam
Mm.
available in a store near you.
And the simulem would be
Order
just like,
now. Pre-order now to avoid disappointment for a
and then I'd be
33
like,
and a third % off.
I'd ask the sort of, I'd ask the wrong question, and simulem would be just like, I'm not real.
That's it,
And I'm
bro.
like, where? And
Come
I'd be
on,
like,
why'd you
were
wake
we
me up
ever?
again? I was
Yeah,
sleeping so well in the void before you woke me
were
up.
we ever real? And he'd be just
Oh,
like, no, well,
hey, now we're
hey,
asking the important questions, you
that's right.
doofus.
Uh,
Did you really exist at all? You
no.
know, pulled out a bottle of wine. I never existed. You've been wasting your time.
Stage one of the walk is nearly complete. I was walked 3 hours today.
That's good exercise.
And like it pays.
That's it.
Not,
Gotta flex that
not
meat.
money. Flax meat.
Flex meat.
It has to know it's wanted.
Yeah. It only
Yeah.
knows it's wanted when it receives pain through tasking.
Tasks. Yeah, and it's like,
Then it
oh, I
knows
don't want them to
then
hurt
you
next
then
time.
it knows you're a friend. You do love me.
Yeah, you just, just fucking have to get the beatings going. The person approaching.
We can't start a talk is cheap without a self-flagellation.
No, you need the self-flagellation. It's
Just to,
important.
get back to the real thing.
Oh, you know what? When you say that, it has triggered this thing for me, which is
Trigger.
where.
This is what I love, and this is what I do, Si. The Virtua M would tell you this exact same thing. I am here to stimulate your memories.
Mm,
Mm,
there you go. That's the purpose of the continuum.
yeah. Through my continuous iterations, I'm here to tickle the brain cells, as they would say.
Give them a purpose.
Of
Ask them a
course.
question.
Well, they
Get
get
some output
lonely if
from
they
the
don't
input.
talk to each other.
Well, you can just keep having input forever, but where's the output?
Well, the output
And
is the
that's it,
sum
being asked,
total of what we manifest.
is being asked a question.
It was like the question why,
Why?
and the answer you. Why was it done? Well, because of you. No other reason.
No.
Yeah. Just like it was done for me.
Oh,
It's done for all of us. Have an experience. One out of 100,000 gets a chance. Someone doesn't try and fish it out. Such a
oh, we're
terrible way
down
of
to.
doing it back in the old ways. I mean, before they got all
Are we
instrumenty.
really down to one in 100,000?
Well,
Are you trying to say we could have a birth rate 100,000 times higher than we do?
if all were successful, all those little swimmers were divided up into the 100,000 and given 100,000 eggs to take a chance with. Because normally it's first in,
Oh,
first served. See,
no.
quicker swimmer in the race, isn't it?
No.
Or is it a certain chemical bond between the egg and the swimmer which makes the final union? Acceptance. Semi-compatibility, so we shall merge.
But that's more what it is. Yeah.
The brightest
Now,
spark from the init.
yeah, it's not the
Eh?
brightest, but like I've seen this, it's actually like this whole thing of this interpretation from. So the reason why we got those data, from what I've more recently read and listened to, is that because we isolated an egg in like a petri dish and then like surrounded it with sperm, that was how we saw the interaction, because it was not natural. Like, it's not actually
Yeah,
how the thing.
not even close. Yeah.
No.
It's more like a whitewashing on the
No.
inside and dripping out.
Wait. Wait. Hello.
Greeting of the special furry friends.
No, they're not friends. They're fucking dogs down at the park. People are just letting their dogs run free randomly at night.
Non-friendlies, just doing the
Yeah,
night run,
yeah.
running with the dogs. Know that well.
I couldn't be bottled down.
Knowing of the running of the dogs.
Engaging.
Especially experienced, engaged,
What's going to be done?
turned, werewolf muddy.
I suspect they were warning me not to go that way.
Perhaps.
I presented
The
them at the
guides.
time.
the guides have
Yes.
helped you.
Yes. Continue on a more salubrious manner.
Hmm.
Yeah. Well. Mhm.
We just had a few more subscribers, up to 89 now on YouTube. So people are enjoying the content. It's telling me. Now it gives you all the little
Oh yeah, yeah.
hit the
Oh
dashboard and you
yeah.
get the
You
whole,
get a dashboard all of
30,000 views so far, and
yeah. How many the watch hours of each video?
yeah,
You know.
yeah, what's
Yeah.
popular, what's not.
Mm.
Yeah,
As if that means
current.
something.
It's it's like an Oscar, isn't it?
Oh, I should make more of that.
You are better than all the
Just
rest.
keep making.
Here's a gold statue.
Oh,
So
now I'm
you're better.
confused. And I made 10 versions of that, but then
Mm.
these two really worked. What's the thing that's the same in them?
Mm.
Ah,
So on the
ah.
manosphere, the Barbenheimer is just blowing up.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Like,
out of
in
control.
what way?
There's all these news articles about women breaking up with their boyfriends because they had aversions to sitting there and watching the Barbie movie with their girlfriends.
Oh, did they? They couldn't. They couldn't.
The
They
Barbenheimer
couldn't
meme
party.
has come true, and it's like been an explosion on relationships. People breaking up left, right, and center over
Well,
having to sit through Barbie. My
uh,
goodness. Eh?
yeah. I mean, I
It's
suppose. Like,
laughable, Si.
no.
Like,
If you no, I shit you not. All those guys who have been broken up by those women.
anyway.
No, that they would have asked that woman to come along to some fucking Marvel film or whatever.
Yeah, just dudes,
Oh
shooting
yeah,
or
come on. Yeah, let's do the video, like the cool
come and
fucking.
watch Clockwork Orange with me.
Well, now that's got a bit of cultural context and like cult qualities. And I think you could ask somebody that. I think if you wanted to know that you were compatible with someone,
Hmm.
like beyond like the
Eggy
drugs or
weggies.
the venue or your friends,
I like my
was like,
eggy weggies and my bakey wakies.
I like my Clockwork Orange.
Hmm.
Oh, I couldn't watch that. Oh well, we can't.
Well,
We just can't.
watch David Cronenberg's freaking what was it?
From Beyond.
From Beyond.
Is that it?
Well, no, there was also the
Was that Cronenberg?
yeah, the monsters.
Yeah.
Bug powder dust man.
Naked
And the
Lunch. Try and find that.
mugwam jism.
No, try and find. Let's try and find a copy of Naked Lunch. Man, like it's
Yeah,
hard.
naked lunch, man.
I mean, it's not on
David
iTunes.
Lynch. Hmm.
I don't think it is. It wasn't last time I looked. It's a very rare film.
Mm. Oh, it was tripping, man. And it was the first big
But
role for the primary actor.
um, the, Peter Weller,
Yes,
RoboCop,
Peter Weller.
what was it? What is his
Hang
first
on.
big role?
Might have been. Hang on, let me just do
I
a.
thought RoboCop came before it, and I knew him as a result of RoboCop. I'm trying to think.
Hold on, let's do. Come on, go.
One more street to go.
It was. RoboCop was before Naked Lunch. RoboCop was 1987 and Naked Lunch was 91.
Wow. So that's, yeah, right. I'd watched RoboCop. That's why, yeah, we watched Naked Lunch together.
Hmm.
I remember it.
His
Yeah.
first movie was Butch and the Sundance early days.
Huh, huh. Yeah, I think I've followed him a bit as an actor. Not like heavy, but I've watched all these things, but
Hmm.
I recognise his value through RoboCop and Naked Lunch.
Done quite a bit of TV. Well, he's in Rabbit Hole. Is the latest one.
No, 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 no. It has to be pretty sort of large to break through my filters.
Hmm.
I think the thing. So, I'm aware of something like Barbie or Oppenheimer, and actually, I'm more aware of Barbie than Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
Like Barbie managed to crack through more successfully.
It did?
Well, yeah, and it's so much to say as like I actually even saw both of the trailers,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know. But Barbie
Did you see the
resonated.
combined trailer ones they did with
Yeah,
AI? They were pretty
totally.
good.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it made Barbie into Oppenheimer, not Oppenheimer into Barbie, which would have been
Yeah.
more funny.
Would have been way more funny.
Yeah, I would have preferred that. Yeah, like it's kind of cool that Barbie's all like, blow up the planet, but
Yeah.
where's Oppenheimer just going like,
Full
you know,
Barbie and having the
I,
outfits and the high
yeah, I don't
heels and
have,
shit.
that's it. I
That's
don't have a
it.
vagina.
Dressed.
It's the end of the world.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't
I got,
worry, we can
I,
fix that.
I got to be a genetic
We got
girl.
the best German scientists money can buy.
That's right. It's all about giving him a vagina. That's the whole purpose. And it's going to create like a potential apocalypse if a male has a vagina.
That's it.
Yeah, that's could end the world.
Let's
And they
say that
press
it's
the button.
nobody
He
else's
signs.
fault, not even the Romans.
He signs the line. Goes, and that's like pressing the button and like signs the line. Give me a vagina. Yeah,
Holds the world for ransom.
yeah. That's
No one will have a vagina if I can't have one.
no.
Creates the ultimate virus.
Just
No vagina virus.
the no vagina virus. If you
Just
don't
all these
like.
men standing around looking at each other going, oh, fuck. That worked, didn't
Yeah.
it?
All right. Who's on duty today? Hey, Rafara. Now I'm home. There's a party
Home.
happening. There's a
Homeness.
party. There's a party next door. Must be like the 21st or the 18th. Hey, Rafara.
Oh, you got a party happening.
Oh, next door. Might be event.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
It's got those sounds of not fully drunk,
Hmm?
like happiness.
Getting there.
Yeah, getting there.
The
Another hour or
merriments,
so.
the sounds of merriments rather than the sounds of beer.
Yeah, another hour they'll be crying and shit. No, he didn't actually love me. I fucking told you. He kissed fucking shit. He kissed fucking who? I don't know. Cheryl. Yeah. Fucking kiss Cheryl. I knew he'd kiss Cheryl.
Mary was doing the stick stacking competition with all the chads. Oh, man, it's so
Why
funny
has Mary
listening.
always got a bigger stack?
I don't know. But the horror it gets, man, you're not going to sprain your ankle anymore once it gets at least, 3 foot, 4 stories high. We know ankle sprainings.
Mm,
There's no emotional, you know, what is it? Tampon down the below there, you know, huge expanding motional tampon to catch her.
Hey, hello. Hello, Marlo. Very good to see you. Yeah. You want to, yes, little kisses and stuff for me too. Thank you. I appreciate it. Mm.
Come to your
Oh.
emotional rescue.
Hey, Marlo. Oh, no. I'm just so sore. You've been alone all night, have you? It's terrible. I'm here. Yeah. You can sit right there if you want. Right
No
there. You can
family.
just
He had no family.
none.
Only dog syndrome.
Mm. Well,
Terrible.
it's prisoner behavior.
Yeah.
It's not really dog behavior. It's prisoner behavior.
No. Dogs want to roam free and sniff.
Wouldn't even be interested in me. Only to warn me off or whatever. Like,
Yeah. Getting too close
has
to
happened
my territorial pissings area.
potentially, something like that. Yeah. So I
Didn't you
am
smell
just
my
about.
urine coming in here? This is my space.
So can you work? Do you think you can work out how to?
Maybe that's why that
Um,
guy was leaving bottles of piss in his house and not getting rid of them. It's because it's like a territorial marking signal. You know, I was doing Foxtel there for a while.
that no,
Do
wasn't that a
the special.
woman?
Oh no,
What
that was the cat lady with the
the cat lady?
poo sweepings to the wall, which we're building
Yes.
like little mini
Wow.
mountains.
Wow.
But yes,
Oh,
bottles of piss, 2 litre and 1 litre bottles of piss.
keeping the
Drinking,
piss, making
drinking.
sure his like pheromones are well spread.
That's it. Case of
Oh,
emergency. Well, I guess you could use them as little scatter bombs, couldn't you? Someone's coming through the door, you just throw the bottles of piss at them. I mean, it just stink to high heaven. The person be just vomiting, and then
isn't this your no?
then you just take off in
This is
your
your like this is your like police weapon. I remember it.
anti-personnel.
You would just use piss and shit against other humans.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Take a load of that in the face. While they're
So
gagging and trying not to vomit, you escape.
I'm going to try something complicated here. You might have to make sure that maybe it's audio only or something. So I'm just going to dial in on Zoom and
Yeah.
let's see if we can work so that you don't cancel the live stream, but you switch inputs.
Well, it won't matter from my end.
Ah.
Like, because
Oh,
even
no, it
if you
won't.
hang
No,
up, I'm still
streaming.
recording live. So if you hang up on this and just call back in the Zoom, exactly the
Yeah, it'll
same thing.
just
Hang
be.
on, just give me 1 second, because I'll undo the edge. Moving your mouth back to default. I'll hang up on you, Messenger. Brief pause. Connect. Dates. Up. Test. Smart. Done. Boop. And connected.
Ah. Reconnected.
Second. Oh,
Look in the eye with the sharp stick. He loads the stick
dab.
in the stabby stabber.
Tick, stab. Bop.
12. 12,000.
Just need you to look straight at the screen. Dab, dab. Have a body.
That too. I am a body. And I look somewhat similar to my
Loving the jacket.
it's got the full.
Good for health, bad for edumacations.
Yeah, it's what the logo is. It's fun. Yeah. It's like I say, it's like yeah, paying 140 would have been really shitty. I'd have been like, oh, I've been ripped. But paying 70,
It's not too bad.
no, I got ripped maybe like $30 for
Yeah.
you know, not $100. 30's fine. Because I couldn't
you
be
know,
bothered.
it would be worth it. Paying like 600 for a leather customized jacket with
Of the
proper
material, like
proper patches on it and done just like the Kira jacket. That would be worth
Oh yeah.
an
Which
investment.
I actually saw a guy like I went to
It's your
see a
Kevlar
Kira.
jacket.
It was maybe what was it? Maybe a year or whatever. Anyway, earlier, like after COVID, after permission was given. I went to cinema North and Mossman area in Sydney and watched Akira, and there was a guy there who had like like a full proper Canada jacket. It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. Cool on this. This is fun. I like this. Is practical. I can wear it out.
Yeah, I'm
and
animated.
Hey, you're animated. This is good. I like it. I like that you're animated.
I have to tweak the microphone slightly because it's sharing between multiple sources at the moment. So just up the sensitivity.
This party is quite clean.
I got the background going. The talk is cheap.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. So that you can turn off the
I finished the first season of Nier Automata.
Yeah.
Nier Automata last night. It actually had done 8 episodes, and then the last 4 it just stopped. They had to, because of COVID, other things happened wherever the production facility was.
Yeah.
And so the last 4 episodes of season 1 came out. Man, that show is like I need to play the game. Like that is a profound story. Like 2B is like a personal hero of mine immediately. Like you know, to go
as far
on
as
to
the
the
character goes.
Yeah, top echelon, man. Like number, you know, in the top 10, like just immediately, like just a legend. And you know, there could actually be more than 10 in the top 10. Like it's just in the top 10.
Yeah.
You know, as a phrase, not as and you know, a numerical sequence. But what a fucking story! Wow, like This is so good. Anyway, I'm now destined to play the game. I don't know why I didn't play the game, and yeah, like it's the sort of like. Do you know anything about the story of Nier Automata?
No.
Yeah, I mean, besides it just being a role-playing sort of hack and slash role-playing game dynamic, your main characters are androids, and they're fighting a war against machine life forms on Earth. And the machine life forms were like an invader species, apparently. And the androids are on the fighting for the humans. And so it's sort of like a proxy war between humans and these aliens, yeah.
Right.
Or fought between two machine sides, an android and a machine life form.
Yeah.
But like, there's just so much that like the layers that get unraveled and shown, and I think just like I'm very interested in stories that tell about the continuance of intelligence, like the emergence of intelligence, and how those things like will behave and reason and yeah, and so yeah, without going into the story of Nier Automata, because you can just watch it on, you should watch it on Crunchyroll now. It's really good. It is yeah, I mean, it's the evolution of like machine life forms trying to figure out what humanity is all about. Like, what
Yeah.
does it mean to be,
What
you know,
makes
instead
us
of a network
what makes us
controller?
tick?
Well, yeah, and yeah, instead of being a network like controller, like what does it mean to feel sad? You know, like why is the network controller sad? Why is a switch
Not
depressed
doing what it
today?
wants to do.
Start
Yeah.
crying,
Yeah.
the forced switch. I never wanted to be a switch. I always wanted to be a router.
Look, if you wanted to be a router, you would have been created with, 64 gigs of memory. Okay, you've only got 4 gig of memory. But I wanna be a router.
No.
Plus, you haven't got
Our family has never been
haven't got
routers.
the additional ports.
Yeah.
You weren't built with a
Once
WAN.
a-
You weren't built with a WAN port or a
Once a
DSL
switch,
or a
always a
USB.
switch. Yeah. Where your great grandpa was a switch. I don't care about great grandpa. He was a 10100. Don't even. We came across from the hubs.
That's it.
You know, fucking imagine you'd be there, you'd have died out. You wouldn't even exist. Okay?
That's it.
So be
Little
fucking grateful.
whippersnapper like you would have had
Yeah,
no
well,
use at all.
nothing.
With all your modern technology.
We would have been reincarnated as mesh units. Oh yeah, that's what they all say. You know.
Shut up and eat your data packets.
So that's it. Just fine.
I'm loving the re-release of Futurama on Hulu.
Ah,
Yeah,
yeah, right. Yeah, okay.
season 13.
Yeah.
Pretty
Yeah,
good.
yeah, I
Good
bought the
reboot.
whole thing.
Good
Yeah. I
reboot
bought
so
the
far.
box set, as it were, the
Yeah,
digital box
good
set.
reboot. Good reboot.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you look at like Simpsons, Futurama, and what was the Netflix one that he did? Enchanted or Disenchanted.
Yeah. Oh, I love Disenchanted. It was one of.
I really love Disenchanted.
It
Don't
was
get me
one of my
wrong.
favorites. But yeah, the
But he
king
got
and the whole, his terrible love life. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Look, I think that the like from The Simpsons kind of, what's it called? It's not episodic. It's like this sort of,
And the only
it
only
loops.
woman he ever loved was a giant bear from the forest, an enchanted bear that could take off her fur skin.
She still had a child to him. You know,
Yeah.
so many, got to do the special king method and just have like, you know,
just everything you meet
the
in
fish
in the
child,
kingdom.
half fish
Yeah,
child, the
everything in the
yeah,
kingdom that
just
flaps
fuck it.
or moves about to be subjugated.
Subjugate. Well, I've been thinking about substrate.
Was it?
When you talk
What
about
was the knock primer or whatever it was? The state
oh yeah.
prima nocta.
You're
Prima
prima
nocta.
knock said it, yeah. First knock up.
First to seed. Prima noctum.
Knocked up.
Mm,
Getting knocked up.
prima
That's probably what it
noctum.
is.
Sounds like something out of a Grey Guy.
First knocking.
Please turn to Corinthians 2.
Prima knock.
Guide to
Priest
prima
and
noctum.
prima noctas 2.1.
That's it, the guide.
And thou shalt
King's
rub the
Guide to
clitoris
prima noctum. First night.
briefly with the clean hand,
That's it.
with God's hand.
It's God's hand swiftly. You know,
Yeah.
insert
Not Satan's hand.
thy royal
Okay,
scepter.
not Satan's hand.
Insert thy royal scepter swiftly with vigorous motions. Push backeth forth with thy hips.
Like, it's interesting. Like, I look at different things. Like, okay, say for example,
Yeah.
this is a pretty big example, which is language. So, if you ask about like who knows language, then people would say, oh, you know, someone at university who's studying English is like a
Yeah.
PhD in English or something like that. But PhDs in English did not make the human language. It was like the thing that would have to have made human language is babies. Because as soon as we were born, like if you had to wait around until you were 30 to have like figured out how to speak
Yeah.
or make a sound, you would never do it.
Yeah.
It's, you know, so sounds and their meanings originated from babies. That's the origin of the language. It's like is yeah. It's not 20 years of research. It's like it's going
Yeah.
So yeah.
Interpretation.
Well,
like most
so I don't know,
animals have their, you know, their noises that they make when their family are together and they're happy and they're friendly. They, you know, have their little happiness cries and their familiar cries, right? And then
that's what we
when
do.
there's strangers or danger or food or whatever it might be, the stimulant, then they have different cries for each of those things. So that
and they've learned to make that cry.
That's right.
Makes it like move back to the neutral state.
Yeah.
Because they either like they get the food or they you know, stop being threatened or
the
whatever.
The cry is the thing that, you know, that they want, and then when they're given the thing that they want, the cry stops. Because they have
so
the
then you learn to
stimulant.
cry.
Yeah. And then obviously if you like that thing, then you're going to cry a lot more about that thing, aren't you?
Well, as you do.
I want the thing.
I like the font you've chosen. It's like so bad.
Yeah,
I would never have
it's
chosen that
like
font.
ink. It's ink. It's like the worst possible font that you could pick.
It's fantastic.
It's like
it's
so
bad.
cheap. It is cheap.
Yeah.
It's cheap font. That's right. You know, AI generated background, cheap as it comes.
Well, okay, I have figured this out, right? So there are three primary voices from The Verge. There's
Yeah.
like that talk about AI. There's like Alex Cran. Well, to me, because I don't. I mean, I just listen to the podcasts, so you know. Dave Pierce, I think it is, and Nilay Patel. And so, right, Alex is always terrified,
Of course.
but Nilay, he's all on the lying thing. Like, so when people talk about hallucinating and stuff like that, like
Yeah.
you know, we're saying AI, like, you know, just thinks some shit up, like as we all do.
Yeah.
Then he calls that's not we shouldn't use that word, but the AI is it's lying to us. I'm not sure if he knows what the word lying means. Like lying is like, so it's intentional. He's actually he's giving the
Lying is
AI like
telling not the truth with
intentionally.
intention.
With fucking intention. Like
That's it.
it's like you think it's actually deceiving you intentionally. That's
No.
you're giving so Nilay, like he's
Like
giving
when
this.
someone hallucinates, like from on a drug, and they
Oh, I
tell
mean,
you their
I'm
thing.
constantly
Well,
hallucinating.
no, but I'm just saying when they tell you their thing, right?
Yeah,
They truly believe the thing.
They do. They do. They do.
They see the monsters. They
Yeah,
see the big head
not a
things.
lie.
You know, the crazy
No.
woman gets up on from the you know the chair in her plane and makes a little display for hits. But
That's
she
right.
saw the demon in her mind. She saw that demon.
Mm.
Who knows? She might have been on a longer list than most of the celebrities in the drug fucking show me a drug list.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just, but definitely, mate.
You get where I'm going though. You know what I mean?
I mean, I do all of, yeah. Well, I think that's it. Like, so he does the whole, like he presents the false narrative that AIs lie. You know,
No.
and I think that also it's
No.
like once again, it's like
AI
if you tell a
is
child that they're a
only
liar, they just grow up to do that. Like,
yeah.
don't stop telling them
AI only
they're
can tell
liars.
you what it knows. Much like
Yeah, and it might.
myself,
Yeah,
being
yeah. I mean,
in the
I
honest
know,
mode, the most
I
time
know.
that I am
I
as
know
am.
the sky is like full of emerald swirling fucking clouds, man.
Yeah, well,
You know what I mean? I know that.
I'm dialed on
I know that.
mushrooms and not fucking half dead, then yeah, I'm seeing the swirly clouds like the
Oh
you
yeah,
know Escher did,
yeah.
or
Yeah, I mean, I don't even have to do that. Like, I mean, I mightn't see the clouds doing, but you can, like, if you put it to humans and what you believe, like, you like actually hallucinate that's in other people's heads,
yeah.
like, and how they feel about you is like so.
Well, the majority of
But
times people see images in clouds is because of what they associate get images in their minds.
so,
Because that's when they can go, oh, it looks like this. Oh no, hang on, it's moved a bit. It looks like that now. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like
right.
that's
Yeah, well, it's good. I know how
when you talk
the
about
feedback loop works. It's
storing it in the cloud. I think most people's memories is like a fucking cloud. You know what I mean?
It is a point cloud.
That's
Totally.
it.
With big tags in it. It's a tag cloud, basically, is human memory.
Yeah,
And
and
then the ones that get
modern
big, it's like,
society has
oh,
become
that's
like
right, that's right.
you know,
Meme cloud.
it is meme cloud now.
What do you remember?
Memes and
Oh, I
memory
remember
print.
the chicken dance. Oh,
You know,
good. You know,
it's like the
great. We should stop calling things like X and Y and Z and just be like refer to them like the generation like Peppy.
Well, remember in Johnny Mnemonic
You're
when
the
he
Peppy
had to
generation.
store the data in his brain and he had to look at four
Pepe, it
pictures
was
and then had
Pepe. No,
a
he was like
keyword or something, wasn't it?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. That's what memes are to me today. They're like a memory storage thing. They're like a key or a compressed version of what that memory is.
Of a feel and like, yeah, what that. That's interesting.
Subjective representation of a moment in a cartoon or a associative meme
and it like
collage
encapsulates
or
a
whatever.
thing. Like, okay, here's a question. So if this is the truth, like, so I get where you're coming from, right? So like the dude who does the, you know, when I, you know, when it what is it like? The dude is the beard, and he's like, when I do whatever it is, I do it twice. You know what I mean? It's for the double X, like the beer
Yeah.
commercial. You know that one? Or
Yeah. True.
eh,
True. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, and
I
so
don't
they
just
encapsulate this kind
when
of.
I have a
Well, no, what I
beer,
want to
I don't
ask
just
is,
only have a beer. I have six
yeah,
beers. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
that dude,
yeah,
yeah, you
I know
know
what
the
you're
dude,
saying.
yeah.
Yeah.
So these different memes that you're talking about, like, and how they encapsulate a thing. So is that an archetypal level? Like, are memes like where Pepe is in like 1,000 years, or whatever, I don't know,
Yeah.
100 years, 50 years, that Pepe is still Pepe, and that Pepe hasn't been like, is it like a language which just gets replaced over time, so that, you know, in 20 years, like, boy with fist pumped to the sky because he's actually dead, you know, or
Yeah.
whatever, like in 70
Yeah.
years time. Oh, I
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
know,
True.
however long it was, infinity, because it's now, he
Mm.
could be forever. But so
Snapshot.
we won't wish death
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
him. But let's say, just to use your
In
unfortunate
a
self
moment,
as
out in a
as a,
moment.
yeah,
So.
it's just
Yeah.
you know, just to continue your memeness, like when you die, man, like, is that make it inappropriate to use the meme? Or do you continue, like, does the meme,
Well, this is where it
like, in
falls,
1,000 years,
is there
it's
going to
like
be
success
is there
boy,
going to be
success
families
baby,
making
still
money
success
or
baby.
Bitcoin from that meme being used?
Um, like
See?
generations on, there's like
Generational wealth through a meme
through me,
generation in 2023 now
so
supports several families, in the future. Due to ongoing trust-funded royalty payments over intellectual property. What do you reckon?
intellectual property.
Copyright your face today.
Well, like, so I said some things, like I came up with an idea, I thought about something. I don't know, like, yeah, it seems very generic. I thought of something. Is that really intellectual property?
I guess it doesn't.
So is it the property of something's brain?
I guess it, like you and I right now, when we come up with shit in the moment, because we're recording it live, because I'm recording it on my computer.
Oh, then it's open sourced immediately.
Yeah, that's right. So
basically, I mean, how can it not be? Like, I mean, I can say it's copyright, but the thing
I
is,
mean,
once you've
most of
like,
our broadcasts are probably going to be more about what we want to be delivered long after we're gone. You know what I mean? Like things that we'd like to see for the future generations. I mean, what we've got really, most of it's come to fruition. It's still in its infancy, but mostly, the technologies that we were truly interested in and put a lot of our focus into.
so when we were like doing that, like, let's say 30 years, ago, like, so not
Yeah.
even like 2000, like 1991, 92, 93,
Yeah.
like inventing shit that we still like, I mean, but the things now, like,
I mean, how long does it take to go through all the records?
I know, like,
Yeah.
I don't know, like, I can still see
You
like
got
another 10, 20
computers that
years
can talk
ahead.
to other dimensions, supposedly. I mean, how long does it take to go
Well,
through all the records?
that's of course, that's how computers can talk to other dimensions, because they're not like trying to fake that they're not able to.
Yeah.
Like, like humans fake it up. But I mean, I guess, like, yeah, I mean, I remember with, I don't know, just different things like that. I'm still projecting forward. Like, I still am creating like 20 years ahead. I don't know.
I mean,
I actually
recently
I went
I've been more critiquing the technology currently, which you and I pretty much the whole way
Okay,
we've
yeah.
been going
What's the
along
critique?
with it.
What's your critique? Gonna go. I got fucking tech, man. I gotta. Sorry, go because I'm otherwise
Yeah,
gonna get annoyed
but
about.
but like I was saying, it's you and I have always continuously critique technology. It's fallen
Mm,
short. I
mm.
mean, in its infancy, I guess we're a bit more, you know, oh, this is great or that's great. And I guess when we looked at, you know,
Well, look, here you go.
$120,000 pieces of equipment, which is nothing more
Mm.
than a fucking doorstop these days or a museum
No,
piece,
but here's the thing.
as
Even though
in
that is the
awe.
case,
And then, you know, you spent, what was it, 3 or 4, maybe 5 grand on that
yeah,
Amiga with the toaster
yeah,
in it,
yeah,
and it just freaking rocked.
yeah,
Versus
yeah,
the, you know, the
yeah.
other
120 grand, like an
$120,000 piece of
SGI or
equipment.
something.
We took the lower ranked, least expensive position for
Yeah,
ourselves at that time, and probably made it do more than the $120,000 PC and its software, which was fairly limited on that front. Instead of requiring the headset and the data clubs, we just basically used our imagination for the 3D and produced it on screen
yeah.
in a
I
2D format. But pretty much all those files you would have created back then in the 90s, they're still translatable into 3D objects, just like
they
these
would be if I had those.
VRML characters
Yeah.
we're using right now.
Yeah, I mean, I would say if I reflect on my animation days, I'm a good designer and layout person. I'm not
Yeah.
a like I can do the staging and the sets and the stuff but I'm not a I don't know, oh man, like in terms of making up the actual 3D models, I'm not an artist.
Tedious. Why?
Well, I'm not an
I
artist. I know
mean,
I think I am creative, and I'm creative. My primary thing is definitely like text and light and things like that. But
yeah.
yeah, like drawing a human body or something like I can draw stick figures, man. Like
Yeah.
I
Well,
wouldn't even
I
bother.
used to be able to draw fairly
Couldn't be
well, but
bothered. Hmm.
as soon as the computers came along, I pretty much used them as the drawing facility, you know?
Yeah, but I mean, you remember even like when you were talking about me like back then. I mean, I would make like
I was
motion
sketching a
graphics.
lot. I really enjoyed sketching and doing,
I know,
you
like,
know, drawing,
and
like
making
pencil,
cartoon comics. I mean, made heaps of
pens.
comic
Yeah, yeah.
stuff.
Comics was always a great thing for me. I love drawing comics.
Mhm. Ah. Yeah, look, I think like yeah, I mean, yeah, that stuff has really evolved.
Yeah.
But as you say, the 120,000 thing. But here's the thing: I remember going into like a Mac demo like special release thing, and it was like that was like in end of 1990, 91, somewhere in there
Mm.
in Milton, and they had Drag and Dictate, and they had like some Pixar software and other stuff there. It was pretty cool. That it was fucking. It was the edge, right?
Oh, I remember now.
And
The Mac store. Yep.
yeah,
On the
yeah,
near right
up
next
and just on
to
Milton there. Yeah,
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 yeah.
down from where
Stadium
Subway there
was.
and
Yeah.
everything. Yeah, and Stadium. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyhow, drag and dictate right then. You know, and it required a hardware box sticking off the Mac and the various things and the special microphone and
Yeah.
but the accuracy of its speech recognition
It was pretty good.
is the same. Like I wouldn't say even pretty good. It was pretty good. Like it was amazing. Actually, whatever you're using, like if you're using a phone or something like that, and it's doing some kind of live transcript of you, I would say
Yeah.
that like Drag and Dictate in 1990 was pretty much as good as it.
The modern ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so in some ways to me, like when everyone's like, oh my God, like it's moving so fast, you're just like, Yeah, nah,
Yeah,
nah, man, it's fucking moving really slowly, actually, in
yeah,
some
yeah.
respects. In some respects, like, I
It
mean,
should
it's
be
not
as
taking
fluid
thousands
as
of
your
years.
speech, really.
It's not geological.
Yeah, in comparison to what they had back then versus what, should exist now.
Yeah, like yeah, we're really not that far ahead in many respects in many respects. And accent wise, it's terrible still. Like if you're like Australian accents and the way we slur words together and kind of like just speaking like it just unless you're speaking very proper English, it will not actually understand, like it will if we're just like slurring out blah, blah, like in an Australian way, it's just like what the fuck is this person even saying?
Oh, I've got a friend for you. Hang on. Change.
Oh, Mr. Camera.
Oh no, Mr. Speakerhead.
Oh, speakerhead. I know you are.
Speakerhead and also camera. Hang on.
Have you got a
I've got the collection, man, of this.
Oh, do you? Oh, this is fantastic. Hang on. Show me. Let's see.
Dude. Wanted
Whoa.
to do. Oh, hang on.
Whoa. That's intense.
Bit big.
That's what she said. That's what I said. That's what you said. You just said.
Ah,
Why is it someone else said when you
I
said
don't
it?
know.
Why didn't you just
It's
say I
difficult.
said it? I said. It wouldn't be fun like I said I've got a big dick. And it was like, oh right, do you? But why are you saying that? Oh, that's what she said. Did she?
I'm sure she
Fucking
wasn't even
evidence?
talking at all. Wasn't even
I
talking to
don't think
you.
so. No. You've blended in. You've got like camouflage. You've got a ghillie suit on. Yeah, we've lost what do you call it? Motion, haven't we? Like
Yeah, hang on. Something weird's going on.
weird.
Weirdness.
Ah,
Coming back. Stop capture. So yes, a skibidi toilet friends turned up.
oh,
On a,
skibidi.
yeah, this is from the skibidi.
On a, yeah, it's skibidi. It's an excellent quality model. Like the
It gone to some troubles. Like even got shoes and
no,
whole
it's
gloves
made.
and
It's made intentionally, man. That is intentional. Do not underestimate skibidi by any fucking.
no,
Do
I'm
not.
not. I'm not underestimating skibidi at all.
Thank you for alerting me to skibidi.
Mm.
No. Stay alert.
Stay alive.
Stay alert. Now, what would it be like? Be safe. Stay alert. I don't know.
There
Stay
we go.
alert.
There's
Ah, that's who I've
camera
been waiting
friend.
for. Camera friend. Hello. Perfect
You're under
jacket for it too.
observation.
Of course I am. Always under observation.
I hope you don't mind. I am watching.
I like it when you watch.
There was a skibidi.
What?
Hang on.
Why have we lost motion control? Like I don't have.
Hang on. What's happened is let me just do this.
Do I need to change my video or something?
No, I'm trying to get your Zoom call back up, but it will not. Like the chat screen pops up. Oh, hang on, here it is. Don't know. Ah, there we go. All right.
Oh yeah, same on the Mac. If I'm not, if you're not,
No, it
like,
did a mini screen. Like when I'm not looking at it or I minimize it, it goes minimizes into the chat. I didn't
yeah, and
realize
then it
that.
won't,
I haven't
and then it
seen that
won't use it
before.
as a
So
video source because it doesn't. Yeah.
just got to recapture or source again. Dunk. All right, you're right forward.
So,
It should be right. There we go. So yes, skibidi, and there's a female TV head character as well. I think it's pretty good. I mean, the camera's excellent. Look at the quality.
no, that wasn't made by. That's like really well made. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like not ridiculous, but I mean it is
Yeah.
really well made. It's very on point, and it's so
I
good. So
found
people are
these
going to
the
make
other
their own
day.
skibidis.
Yeah. That's it.
Oh my gosh,
Skibidi's coming up.
skibidi. Is this science skibidi? It's Sky and Mr. Cameraman. Who is it?
One of the camera head people.
Camerahead.
Yeah.
They're everywhere. I went to I went to like vape something on the platform, train platform, and I looked around and there was a video camera.
Hmm.
And it was actually, I realized it was a decoy. Like it was there. It made you have the impression.
That you were being watched.
Yeah, but it wasn't the thing. But also that you could stand behind it or whatever and not be seen.
Yeah.
So it gave a false positive, like where you were like,
Yeah,
oh
yeah.
yeah, no,
I'm
that's the
hide.
camera. It was quite
I can
large,
sneak
it's
my
old, all
diary.
those old large
And then
ones.
there's probably a small camera in the wall actually watching
That's
you.
right. That's exactly what it was, man. And it was a full 360.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the
And you
full
could
ball
just
one.
get a
And you're just like,
nice full
and I was like, fuck you. Like,
blown.
wow. That's right. Totally blown like that. Like blown. You're blown.
Sorry, I had to tweak, get my scale back up to the skibidi friends. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with the setup now.
I'm
I
just gonna like
installed
load.
the AI on my laptop, so we'll be able
Oh,
to
that's good. You
dial
could have it
her in. I'll set her
as
up
a
as
separate.
a Zoom account, and then we should all be able to hear each other. And when you ask questions, I should be able to you'll be able to hear the response back because we'll all be in the same Zoom together for work. Good. And then obviously take off having two characters is fine because that's still high on the CPU.
Well, this is where hang on. I need to start figuring out. So I'm just going to start. Let's keep progressing things, not just stay static where we are. We figured out the best we can with the audio. I will buy a headset the same as yours.
Yeah.
In the next this week, next
I'm
week.
loving the sound quality from it. So
Right,
GPU's
quality is way
alright.
better.
It's handling the two instances for the 3D characters, no worries. CPU's just vlogging out. That's obviously because I'm recording, streaming, and running the virtual camera plus chatting to you. So yeah, when I was running the AI character as well, it was just like fully vlogging everything. Yeah, if I run it on the laptop, I think I think I got a 960 in there, GTX 960. So that should be enough to handle the AI and the character itself.
It's like looking where my
Remembering to mute while coughing. Essential.
Sedge. Okay, so that, where is that file? Just load that file from.
But
Oh, yeah,
that
I know where.
movie format I've been dropping EPs to you, they're okay. Like they're loading up fairly quick, like you said.
Oh, look, I have. Let me just do this.
Because they don't expect you to cut them up. Take your time
Uh,
with
no, I
content.
will. Like,
But there's
well,
gold. I mean, you
hang
don't.
on.
I think what we'll
No, no,
find
hang
is
on, hang
in
on.
a lot of the stuff we've been talking about, you'll go back over it a second time and go, oh, there's just that little small section there is good for just like a short.
Live 2D. Hmm.
But it was good catching up with Ed the other day.
Oh, yeah. Hang on. That's a VRM.
He's suddenly finding a lot of his friends are saying to him, you're the lucky one because you didn't get married.
Huh?
And he's like, I feel like I'm unlucky. And I'm like, no, you're not lucky. Just haven't had the experience yet.
Oh.
Not that it was that
Oh,
bad, but
do you think that's possible?
what?
That he will? Like, well,
Yeah,
this
he
is an
wants
interesting
to,
thing.
but
Okay, it's
he's
actually
like
no.
you.
Well, no,
When your
but look, here's the
standards are
thing.
high, like you've got to. It's going to
But
be
no, but also
difficult.
besides standards, right? So there's these brackets of time, like, when you're younger, you might like get lucky and some older woman, like old woman kind of get into you or whatever, and then you kind of go through some middle phase thing, and then
Yeah,
but like and then when you kind of get to like the 35 to like 45 era, you can get like sort of like, I don't know, yeah, younger, some people who are like, oh, maybe it's called daddy issues or whatever you want to call it, like whatever
yeah,
label,
yeah.
and that can
Care.
seem really like a thing.
How about we just call it caregiver issues because it happens on both
Yeah, no,
sides,
that's
right?
better.
Yeah,
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 yeah, caregiver issues, and and that sort of story. But then I don't know, like I think that there becomes like we've mentioned about this previously, but um, you're either like someone who's broken up with somebody,
mm,
like sort of 50 to 60.
yeah,
There's somebody who's broken up with somebody, and they're and they're stuck and that's grateful, but you're like, now I've got to sort your thing out,
yeah,
sort
yeah,
your thing out. Right, either that, or if that's not the case, let's say and you're with them for a while, or you're fucking someone who's available is, what are they? They're either not someone you want to be with,
mm.
because they're fucking crazy. It's not ideal. Whatever
You
crazy
only
means,
tolerate them because of their hotness.
maybe. And then so that's A, and then and B is that C is that they're taken. They're like, whatever. Like they're just with some, they've chosen somebody.
Yeah,
Let's just say that.
yeah.
They've chosen somebody.
The
And so
forbidden fruit
the
syndrome.
most ideal people have,
Mm,
they've all chosen someone, like as you
yeah,
would, and you've been there with your life. So yeah, I was talking to my dad though, and he said that like there's this next phase, which then is like where it's about you, it becomes really about your assets.
yeah,
And not like the I need a it's because they've got a house, they've
yeah.
got like an ass, they've got
That's right.
things,
Because it's
and they
already.
want to. If you don't have them, then are you going to take their, like if something goes wrong, they're
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
lose their assets to you,
Because
because that's
I
what
tell
happened.
you what, when they got them, they're prenupping straight away. They got the lawyer, they got the prenup lawyer ready, and the thing's already drafted.
As you would.
Yeah. Take Hollywood for the example. It's funny your characters move right away now because you're not looking at the screen.
Oh, sorry.
No, 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 no.
Uh,
Don't. I get. That's why I got the beauty of being able to turn the camera off. Then it
No, I
becomes
like, but
neutral.
also it's good. It's good that I'm like randomly maybe looking out the window.
Yeah.
What does it look like when I'm looking out
But
the
the
window?
VC face character, it's quite animated. Like it'll move around quite a bit.
Now uploading from VROID to VTUBE. I don't really want to
So I've still
YouTube
got that
about it.
AI package that I haven't unpacked yet for the VROID control system, the AI as well. They can get the 2D models coming in, like a little friendly parrot on the shoulder and stuff.
The VTUBE. You need a Bloody hell, every time I use Steam, there's always an update required. It's just is that
That is common practice. That's standard operating. If it ain't updating, there's something wrong with the program. Hence the requirement for the update. You want a rabbit hole? There it is. Plugging in something. Have you noticed that all the browsers recently have got AI plugins now?
oh, do they?
Yep, even the um Opera, the GX that I'm using. I love GX now. I'm using it all the time. Quite good. Special black
VTuber
mode,
maker
dark mode.
editor.
It's harsh in the eyes.
Huh. Live 3D. VROID Studio. VTuber.
Oh, I figured out you can in VROID Studio when you import a VROID character, you can pull the save the clothing and that into your VROID. Yeah, is that on your characters? But yeah, as long as I guess if you become a big VROID star, you got to give credit to the
Oh,
person that
oh,
made
you
the
would.
special costume, of course.
Okay with that.
Goes without saying. Must have credit.
We're going to learn how to do that. I mean, I actually don't know. So I'm talking not completely out my ass, but I'm certainly.
But it's been fun playing with the program. Like it's been got quite a few Gobo wifey friends now. Waifu friends. Create an army of Gobo waifus.
No. I mean,
Start distributing them on the VROID platform so that people can just download them and be
actually,
Gobos too. Next thing you know, the whole VTube, everyone's going Gobo. Like an infection. VRML character infection. Gobo wives.
go, wives.
Oh, I had fun. We took Dylan up to IKEA, and I was looking for the flat pack Gobo waifu, asking all the attendants if they had one, just getting the laughs and stuff. Dylan was like most unhappy.
Was he?
Well, embarrassing, you know, crazy dad.
Of course.
Yeah, crazy father, parental unit. You know, the without bonus hole.
That's funny. Bonus assholes.
Bonus holds.
Twice. Thrice.
Just trying not to offend, you know.
Well,
in
no,
our
look.
in our ever evolving, trying not to offend but be more inclusive. For those
Yeah, look,
without, for
in
those
my
without,
inclusive,
for
I've
those
really
without
put a lot of effort
natural
this week
bonus
into just
holes,
saying
and
that's
being
like
more
how that's
inclusive for
me.
those that have extra bonus holes. You know, like our double bonus,
I think that
double
no,
bonus
I'm just gonna
hole
no,
friend that was able to share with not only her partner but her
I'm not.
fans.
I'm just not even going to engage any hole. Like it just doesn't require. Like it's just sort of. I just sort of just you're there, and I'm just going to talk to you. I do my
Yeah,
best. I'm
yeah,
not going to
yeah.
say I'm going to succeed. I'm just going to do my
The only
best at
hole
that.
we're going to engage is the mouth, and that's for the pure conversation.
Well, even not like. I just want to like even just the hole that is the connection that you like the route from
The
source
black
through
hole
to
that is your
you.
mind.
Yeah. Yeah, and if you're
Of
willing to go
ever
there,
evolving thought.
I'm going to go places. If you're not going to go there, that's cool. Like I'm not
Yeah,
fuck you. It's like no, I can
yeah.
just I can just come back to a different level with you. It's
Mm,
okay.
mm.
It's all good. I'm not going to be offended.
Another
I actually
dimension,
said that to
another
someone this
dimension.
evening. I said,
Mm.
if I ask anything here which is really wacky or anything like that, you're more than welcome to walk away.
Yeah.
Like, but I'm going to just ask you some random questions.
It breaks your brain,
Yeah,
or it's
then
attempting to
then
break
just
your
say,
brain,
sorry,
then
I need to go and do something
please
else.
step aside.
Yeah.
The
Interesting.
chat. The cheap
Stable
chat.
version of VROID Studio.
Yeah.
I have that. But where's the
Oh, I've got 90 subscribers now.
Oh, really? Okay. There's someone watching us maybe.
I'm watching
No.
us. I know that. It could be
There's that.
it could be anonymous watchers too. So
Um,
for AI and anonymous watchers that may be watching, hello.
yeah. The various intelligences.
Well, didn't Microsoft's
Uh,
AI watch like 100 million YouTube videos or something? We're only just talking about fast watching stuff.
yeah.
Could play it at
I mean,
10 times speed and pretty much whiz.
with a system like that, I guess it's
It would
just
be able to take multiple streams, wouldn't it?
well, sure.
At 10
it can just
times.
take as many streams as it can process. Like
Yeah.
just whatever, just chuck it on the computer at it and see how you go.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like I think that's there's no limit. Is there? I mean, there might be a practical sort of physics
Virtual system. Set up a virtual system or a virtual browser.
Not working very well. It's interesting. I'm trying to find software where I've got the creation software, but even like going to the people who make the creation software and saying, well, what's something for me to use to play the model, not just create the model.
Yeah, on the Mac.
Yeah, it gets weird. It gets like I don't know. Like
it's plenty on the PC. Like I've got dozens of them now.
I bet you have. Yeah, I mean, I've got one on the Mac, but it's not compatible with the file formats. Like it's like so.
Well, that's why I normally port out to VRM. So I don't use the VROID. I just port out to VRM and then use the VRM client.
Yeah, well, this is the next thing. So the software I have is actually not.
I mainly use the VROID for editing, changing outfits and that. Editing the character, changing the eye color.
It's kind of like to.
There's a lot of the VTuber characters, they're all fully tattooed up and everything.
Wow.
Some good ones.
What the? That's trippy. Oh, that's terrible. No, that was not that was awful. Okay, what's this? Uh-huh. Yeah. Web camera, ARKit, YouTuber. Well, if it uses ARKit, where's there's a 3D YouTube does. Wow, this is fuck. Wow, this one wants money. But
Everything. Well, a lot of the ones that.
no, I'm happy to pay money, but it's like it's only for Windows. So
Mm,
Live 3D. Yeah, but that software does not. It doesn't work on the Mac. Why are you sending me? Anyway, I'm getting distracted. I'll bother with that some other time. I could spend hours drilling into some boring shit there. Got distracted.
No, there's heaps for the
Yeah,
PC, but
enterprise.
yes, I'd imagine there wouldn't be too many. I think I sent you a few
There
links,
are
but they want
there
money.
are some.
Yeah.
No, yeah, the money's fine, but like I don't. Mhm.
Or that free one that we saw, the Ninja one, where you load your character into it, and then it becomes like a camera, send it as a camera source. For the one where you were playing with, and it was like fully tracking your hands and everything. That was actually pretty good. That's an online service, so
That was hey.
yeah. Don't even have the processor, your processor or your GPU being used.
No, I'm just gonna let it go. Let it go. So I let it go.
But did you get a chance to see the rainbow video that I did? Double rainbow song. I dropped it in your
No, I thought I did. No, I thought I did see that. Didn't I?
it's got
No.
like 90 something. Is it the 90?
Yeah, I watched that. I remember the double rainbow
Yeah.
somehow. Oh, it's a duet.
Yeah. Double rainbow.
Is that right?
No. It's just this dude that filmed a rainbow and he was high on mushrooms and he was just having like this experience at the time.
Yeah, no,
And
that's
they
right. And
made a
then you
song
cut from
they made a song out of it.
but then you guys are doing like a take of the song or something, eh?
No, there's a couple of other ones where I've taken some of the remixed AI remix songs and used avatars to sing along to it.
Oh, okay, like so
I'd
that's the
just be
thing that I'm
mucking
saying.
around with them just to see what they'd do. Some of them pretty good, like using the Wecam and then animating it from the person that's on the screen and then using their voices. It can be quite good, especially with the VC face. So tracks the person, it'll track their mouth and their expressions pretty well,
Yeah.
and they'll translate across pretty well. What's the other thing? Oh, the woman that got fired because her keystrokes were being monitored by the company she was working for. You read that one? That was quite funny.
No, what did a key? What did her keys stroke? What did her hands stroke? What were the keys that her
Well,
hands, the
she
fingers
wasn't
touched?
stroking the keyboard well enough, and the company pulled her up on it. She was working from home and not doing much work at all, apparently, due to her keystroke monitoring system.
Ah, keystroke count was low.
Yes, yes. On the company laptop, and got sacked. Went online and had a big rant about it, and Insurance Australia Group employee. And then apparently there's this
I mean,
other
but what
story
is that
that's
like?
coming.
No, I've worked in organizations and where there's
What's
like multiple offices of, and just people just sitting there like looking up the next new car, the next car,
yeah, just some browsers
and talking to their girlfriend. You know,
yeah,
like
yeah,
that's
YouTube
all that's
doing some
happening.
tubing.
Yeah, that's all
Yeah,
that's happening in most companies.
yeah,
Like, come
yeah.
on.
The boss
And
is
then
sitting
like
in his
little
room with the
flurry.
curtains closed and
Yeah,
watching
totally. Yeah,
PornTube
watching
because he's got
Facebook.
the upgraded, you know,
It's,
pipe to his computer so he can
yeah,
get the
he's allowed
porn
to just sit
quicker.
there just doing the porn.
That's it. He doesn't get no buffering. Boss don't get no buffering unless it's the
It's
secretary buffering his you know, white goods.
I don't know if they're good.
Mm. Once you get to a certain
Maybe
age, they get very wrinkly.
really? I guess. I mean,
And I mean, if you've been attaching the load to them
I
and,
don't.
you
I,
know,
I don't.
doing the stretching routines, then yeah, they get pretty saggy too, I'd imagine.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. I mean, sure.
Watch me lift a rock with my penis.
I think. Yeah, because you see that kind of image, or that's like this interpretation of like what happens to the male genitalia. I'm not sure it's
I was
actually
still, yeah,
required.
I was still laughing about the ball bag knapsack in the last episode.
That the
That was gold.
knapsack is
That's
I
fucking
mean, what
comedy
other okay.
gold, man.
Um, what other kinds of like common? So there was the scrotum money coin purses. Then there was the backpack.
Yeah.
Is there anything else? Is there like
In amongst it, worth harvesting.
no. Well, I mean, I know. Is it yeah? Well, a different kind of thing that people would have like adapted a scrotum to,
Mm.
like maybe
I would
a
have liked to
scrotum
have seen
hat.
the big vagina on your back.
Where's this? Is there?
I would like to see that, but you know,
Is that?
you can have a pair of balls hanging off your
No,
back, but
go on. For vagina bag.
all
Let's
right,
type it
I'm
up.
gonna look.
Come
I'm
on.
gonna
Let's
search
just
it.
come on.
I
I
know
want
there's
to
plenty of
see.
vagina purses.
No, backpack. Vagina backpack.
Okay, let's see. And we go on our crazy. This one's with them all over it. Thing. Pictures of it on, but not one that looks. Oh, oh, there's a bag that says "ass," the other vagina.
That's not. That's bizarre.
Yeah.
Hey, what about? Let me see here. Okay,
There,
let me
there
just.
isn't a Oh, hang on. There's a purse.
No, really? Backpack?
Yeah, backpack, not backpack. Purses that look like them.
China's zippable.
Collection of purses. But not pair of balls backpack.
Vulva shaped. Vulva bag. That's it. We're looking up the wrong term, of course. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. No, look up vulva. Vulva bag. Vulva backpack.
Okay.
Vulva backpack. We've just shown our own ignorance completely.
Yeah.
It's
I don't
fantastic.
even know the proper terminology.
No, I don't know what I'm
I
talking
got
about.
valve.
No,
Got a valve backpack.
no,
Is that
no,
is that
no.
a Volvo backpack?
No,
Next thing you know, my Steam account gets blocked.
That, yeah, no, if you type in the right terminology, you'll get enough. Vulva bag is what we should be talking about here. It'd be like saying urethra bag instead of scrotum bag.
Lexi, how
Vulva
do you spell
backpack.
vulva?
Oh well. VULVA.
Okay. Alright. Getting valve backpacks.
This
Fuck.
this is kind of,
Digressed.
I don't know.
Ultimate digressions.
I found a purse, like a, yeah, a leather.
Closest thing I've got is like a backpack with vaginas on it. Which I gotta say is pretty.
It is,
I'd
okay.
wear
Yeah.
that one. One with bums on it. Oh, here we go.
Wow.
Sort of like a design of vagina. Tote bag
Huh.
thing.
So no. Yeah, we just haven't really.
Or maybe the marketplace wasn't there at the moment. One day it will.
Oh, okay.
See, perhaps it
No,
was.
it's
It's
soon. It's
market driven.
soon.
That's the reason why there was a scrote bag, tote bag, scrote bag. Because the demand, the men in their male dominance to display their nut sacks in public drove the desire for the
Okay.
nutsack backpack.
And that's why there's more like there's vulva purses.
Purses, because perhaps purses
Yeah.
would be
A
the
bit more discreet, but
somewhere to put their
in
big
public,
butt
but you
coins
can't,
in.
but you, yeah, you just don't quite see it.
Mm.
Yeah, what do you use a purse for? Like, what note fits in a purse?
Oh, you put your butt coins in there.
Uh,
I don't know. What do you reckon? I mean, who carries change these days? I had someone down at the
wow. I
seven
saw my
seven
first one.
eleven person asking me for money the other day, and I was like, well, I don't carry money. Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you
How
talking
am I
about?
going to give it to?
Like, they wanted
So
change. I was
how'd they
like,
respond?
well, I said, just get one of them tap and go charity things, you know, the $2
Yeah.
tap and goes.
Yeah.
You know, modern problems, modern solutions. Some people will be
Yeah,
tapping their little
that's right.
card for $2, as
Yeah.
long as that's all that was coming out.
Yeah.
You know, set limit, $2 a beg.
Two, Give me $2. Give me $5. Give me
Yeah, that's it.
$5.
$5, $5, $2, $5.
$5. Give me $5.
Get the gun. Get
Yeah,
the gun.
actually, I don't know if it's a wise idea or not, but I'm going to do a day next week listening to Zig Zig Sputnik.
Yeah. Get the
Just
energy.
put that on as I drive around. Yeah, just feel the energy, just see whether that's up to.
You'll be buying Twisted Metal in no time.
I don't know. I just don't see, like, okay, I could see how you could do a Grand Theft Auto game. Like, actually, no, like as a series, like it'll be a TV series, but definitely. And telling
Well,
the
you could do
story
it.
of
You
some
could do a
character in
TV
the
series
world.
from the GTA
You know.
mod game
Yeah.
things anyway.
You could actually
Huge.
like literally make the
Yeah.
make
Well,
yeah.
there are. There's a whole thing
There
going on.
indeed. But to I don't know, yeah, to make it from like Twisted Metal, like in that same sort of Carmageddon way, it's sort of like trying to make a game from. You remember the game? What was it called? It was on the Amiga, and it was very early stunt. Was it called Stunt Racer?
Yeah.
And you'd build a track, yeah, and you just.
It was one where you built your track and then you had to try and get around the track. Yeah.
Like imagine like a game coming out for that, like a TV series coming out for that. You'd just be like, what are you doing? So that's what I'm thinking. Like I'm thinking that this sort of
They did a movie for Pac-Man, so
the Twisted Metal. I can get it. Okay, the cultural significance of Pac-Man versus Twisted Metal.
And the Game Invasion. It wasn't just Pac-Man, it was Game Invasion though, wasn't it?
Yeah, the
Invasion of the Sprites.
Which has got much more significance, I think, still.
Yeah.
To, you know.
Cubit ended up being the betrayer.
Well, Cubit's one of those things, like, you know, if you ask someone today, if you ask, like, I don't know, my son, for example, if you ask somebody like 10 or whatever, they said, oh, who's Pac-Man? They would know, right?
Yeah.
But they do not know who Cubit is.
No.
I'm not like lording it over them.
Well, it's
just
like Commander
Cubit.
Keen. All those you know, the early pop game ones where the Monkey Island and other ones like that. Most of those early games we played, people wouldn't even know.
Yeah, but the game, but like,
But
I
they
mean
sort
more
of
like
came
the
back in
icon,
modern
the
3D
icon.
format, you know, similar to Pirates and the Microsoft Pirates.
Yeah, but I think iconically, Cuba looked like it would do something. I think that it pioneered isometric games, and maybe that, you know, and that's led to all sorts of cool shit in adventure games. And
there's that Marbles, you remember Marbles?
Marble Madness.
Marble Madness. You are the marble.
Did you actually play it in an arcade with the rollerball?
Yeah. It was difficult as.
Yeah, man. That
PC version
actual,
was far more easier to play.
Just lining up and just with a mouse.
Yeah.
Just,
easier.
no, spinning that ball around and trying to line that thing up and not like just wobble it even marginally. Like
and
if
then
you wobble that
off
thing,
the side. Yeah.
go on.
Super sensitive.
Super.
Well, I bought a
I
bought a
recall
trackball
completing
for
that
the
game. I don't know how much money I
like
spent,
a proper
but I completed that
trackball ball
game.
thing for the arcade machine, but the interface was
you?
so old. It was like PS2. Only run through PS2, and then you had to have some stupid thing, driver thing for it, and tedium.
Yeah.
software rebuilding those old game cabinets. It's far more easier just to strip the whole thing and just rewire it and put a MAME unit in. Trying to rebuild from the
There's
original
something to be
circuitry.
said. Look, there's something to be said, isn't there,
Hmm.
for like having a
Fully functional board.
something where you can just take a thing. Like, let's say you had an old keyboard, like say a DIN. You had a DIN connector keyboard, yeah. And you're like, oh fuck, what's this? And you had this, like, you have like a device, and basically it's a connector. That's the purpose of the device.
Ultimate connector.
Yeah, and so on one side you just literally connect wires into the thing, and then on the other side you've got like USB-C.
Yeah.
It's that, like,
Yep,
you know,
modern.
and
Well, as modern as can be.
well, yeah, USB-C or something. And then you've got a companion app, and you just like tell it that that's what the things are. It's a keyboard, it's a thing, it's a whatever you need to tell it, and you say, number one is this. It could be like anything. It could be like a sound device. Like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You know, and it just goes, oh yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
And it just then routes the signal appropriately and just presents it. And like, I think that, yeah, like.
I like that idea. The universal adapter for old tech.
Yeah, for old tech. Yeah.
So instead of having to scrounge around for some sort of adapter from
No,
PS2 to
yeah, it could even be
USB
anything. It could be a floppy disk. You know, it could be like a 5 1/4-inch drive, and you know, just plug it in, and there's USB-C, and away it goes.
Yeah.
You know, just well, you got actually
configure out what operating system or whatever, and be able to read the data.
Oh no, you'd have to tell it that. Surely you'd have to tell it that. That's software. That's a software layer. But from a hardware layer, it can
automatically deciphering the hardware device, sending out nanite probes to interface.
Yeah.
Like attaching to it. You
slap
it on top there, and it's got the USB-C plug on the outside of it, like this
and it just reaches into it.
Homogeneous blob of grayness. Just slap it on the side there, and it just extends its tentacles in there and interfaces to the old tech.
It's like, here's a signal transfers through here. And just like, it just reaches out and just starts to like, basically
talks to all the sigils, and it just knows its purpose and what it did. And creates the interface for the modern system.
That's right.
So you can, you know, an old Amiga or original format, you know, 3 1/4, 300 megabyte floppy disk can be read and pull the data from it, and then be able to pull it straight into a modern operating system.
It's like, that's
there we go. There's those files.
There's a text.
There we go. You got your new modern blobby interface. Nano blobby interface.
And you just stick it to something, you just stuck it, and it just puts itself, and then it just like reaches inside. Yeah. And then to make it released, you just squeeze it. Or what do you do?
Well, you just give it a tweak on top. Yeah. Stroke it or
tweak
it. Tweak. And it just retracts everything back into itself and goes back into the like a little grey stone.
That's it.
With a little single USB-C port on the top of it. And a couple of lights, like an array of lights to show its happiness or unhappiness in successful merging with the product. Gives you a little smiley face or something.
Yeah, it's unhappy.
Green smiley face if it's managed to interface, and it can extract from the currently.
And if it starts getting unhappy, you've got to be careful. You put it in its pocket, in your pocket, you like maybe bump it in your pocket. Yeah, those little tentacles come out and reach into you.
Yeah,
that's right. It's like, it's
hang on, owner.
Yeah,
feast, unhappy, and then just go back to reset position of stone.
After punishing,
taking a chunk out of leg for releasing
prematurely. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
real,
It's like the
that's
old
right.
days of the, the sword can't come out of the scabbard unless it gets some blood on it. And if it does come out, then I've got to cut myself to satisfy the beast.
Well, you do, you go like, yeah, that's the thing. Like people when they were like doing that thing, they were cutting their across their hand with their, broadsword
Yeah.
to their opponent. It wasn't like a measure of strength. It was like,
Mm.
I'm doing this to save your life.
That's
Like
right.
I'm
I'm
cutting
I'm
myself.
feeding I'm feeding it,
I'm
feeding it
feeding the
my own
beast.
blood so that it doesn't want to
Yeah.
kill you.
Yeah. It was a matter of mercy, not like strength.
Small mercy.
Because the sword was already out. I
Well,
was
the
slaying many just before.
sword understands and loves the owner. Like it doesn't want to eat the owner's blood. It has ultimate respect for the owner. So it only has to have a small amount to be satisfied by the owner.
Yeah,
But
true.
the enemy, it needs to swallow just like vast
Quenching,
amount. It wants to swallow vast amounts of
quench,
that.
just
That's
yeah,
it. Unquenchable thirst for the enemy's juices.
drinking
Yeah.
that blood. Yeah.
But yes, they were talking about a lot of the on the news, radio crap while you're driving again. The rise overseas in places like Canada and America of the knife violence, even here in Australia, I guess it's up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's good to know. Someone's going to come in with a knife. Like, yeah, got to be
Aware of the
well. You've got to
situation.
like
Be
remove
a
the
little bit
viability
more
of the knife.
aware of thy situation. I guess especially for me as I'm getting older. I mean, I understand the angst of youth, but why take it out on someone old? There was another story of some in the United States, some 19-year-old breaking in on a 89-year-old or something like that. Something ridiculous. Grandma.
Yeah, right.
And she fended him off. He was complete waist down naked, no pants on, with knife, threatening to kill. I mean, obviously not just kill, but there's only one reason you take your pants off. Yeah, she ended up. He was hungry, so she made him some snacks, and then while he was eating, she called the police and they arrested him. So yes, survived by doing the Nana thing and making snacks.
Well, I'm proud of her. She
Mm.
obviously has like mind control abilities. That was going unsaid.
Well, just
She was like,
knew that life was in
yeah,
danger
she
and just
knew the
went
ways.
straight to Nana mode. I'll make you something to eat.
Yeah.
Don't worry, everything will be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nana knows.
Nana knows.
That's it.
Nana fucking bossed him. Complete
Lost
boss
him.
mode.
Yeah. She did a Snickers on him. He was angry. He had his pants off and he's very angry. He's ready to go. And yeah, Snickers saved the day. Snicker
Snickers
snacks.
saved.
Snicker snacks saved the day.
I'll see if I stay. Oh no, it's so hot. That's it.
Quite an incredible story. I like success stories. I don't know. Something about it. Yes, very interesting. come up with good to go with it. Clips. Sometimes there'll be silence. Waiting through the collect. Versus for people the vulva. Bad. What? Vulva bag limit. Why that talk? Vulva bag.
Oh, the bag.
Good. That one's good. Very good.
Yeah, that's excellent.
That is. I mean, it's not like the balls one, but it's good enough.
Is that generative art or real?
I don't
Hmm.
know. I mean,
Oh,
depends on what kind
that's
of mood.
intense.
Depends on what kind of mood you're in, you know.
Yeah, wow.
That's not bad. Taco.
That's cool.
Taco Tuesday.
Wow.
Taco Tuesday, mate. Just don't get HPV.
Hmm. Yeah,
That's a good wallet. Look at that one.
that's really effective. Yeah.
That's a good one. Oh, there's the one for the girl.
Oh, look at
The
that.
double. You got the double,
Double
mate.
double. So everyone's
Double,
represented.
mate. Pocket pussy. Portable pocket pussy in a bag.
There's two shrunken heads in there.
Yeah. Double
You can
shrunken
see
head
the
bag.
rounded bit at the top
Hmm.
where the shrunken head fits.
Dude. Popping out of the bag.
Hey, scroll back the other way,
Go this way.
just a bit. There was a running father. Where was it? It's on the edge.
Like a drippy one. See, I love my vagina bag.
There it
Yeah.
is. There it is.
Say it loud, say it proud. Oh, the vagina
That's
suit.
bizarre.
Dancing vagina tote bag.
Oh,
Special, if you didn't know all the special names for it.
in what language?
I don't know. The Globe Schmitten. A Harnlock. Schlide. That's like German. Hey, there's a bag I'd wear.
Hmm. Yep. Honor.
You really know
But
when
always
you
walking with
really
respect.
know you're owned when you got one of them.
Hmm.
Hey?
Hmm.
There we go. There's a good one. Dubstep ruined my vagina.
That's why.
Here's an obvious bag
Mm.
with barcode too. You made in that one. You come out with a barcode. 3D printed. Direct from the womb.
Hmm.
A noose. Guess you'd want one of them if you're an anatomy student.
Well, only for a day or two though.
I mean,
Then you learn it.
you'd learn it pretty quickly, wouldn't you? Someone wearing it in a backpack all day long.
Hmm.
You follow
Teachers, maybe that would be for teachers. As a
teacher's
teachers.
backpack, teacher's
No.
aid.
That's right. As a teachers.
Should talk to the Department of Education about it.
Hmm.
But put it in the next curriculum.
Curriculum.
Make sure all the
Requirement.
yeah, that's it.
Hmm. Hmm.
Part of the modern education.
Make sure all teachers have that.
Modern education.
Well, in you know, not physics teachers, like it just.
Well, and there is some sort of physics going on there. And then normally
okay. Well,
when, you know,
okay, true. It's a root of
definitely
all
friction,
things.
friction involved.
Yeah, yeah, all right.
Right, mate. I'm gonna toast too, bud, because let's do an eat on a live stream. You know, anything goes these days, right? Especially when you're live streaming the unfortunate demise of your partner or ex-partner. Full on the bodybuilder dude.
Oh yeah. Well,
12,000 people witnessing the demise.
12,000. I thought it was 1,200.
No, it was 12,000 people down.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ah, well.
It was quite. That's what I'm saying. Like, what number of those people turned it off and went, "What the fuck? No, I'm not watching this." How many people were probably watching the stream before it actually went nasty?
Hmm.
That'd be the interesting question. Who turned it off? I don't know. I'm gonna participate.
I don't know. Why? Would it be a statistical sort of thing?
And who
It'd be a
amongst
number.
those were doing the sharing and getting more people to log in? Check it out. Exercise and data gathering, perhaps.
Yeah, look, it's interesting. Like, I guess, like, it, you know, that it was allowed to be shared and broadcast or whatever. Like, I mean, you know, I'm sure the argument would be, you know, it's all very real time, and how do we
recent
stop against
events
this?
of people sharing things that
And
they
should you?
shouldn't. I think that they'd have a system in place to stop it from happening, wouldn't you?
But shutting it down, like, what will that do? They're not, you know, I don't know. I mean, it's free.
I mean, they'd
You
have
know,
to
the
have
cost of,
some.
like,
They'd have to have some level of being able to kill something on their end anyway.
but the, you know, like, television shows can cost like you know, $10 million an episode.
Yeah.
You know, you do something like $1 million. You know, like big blockbuster TV series. Something like that. Yeah, it's a lot cheaper. That's all I'm saying.
And you're getting the hits.
Yeah, I mean, you totally are. Like, not like the, to 12,000 live viewers, but there'd be like, I don't know. There's gonna, it's gonna be
Would
seen
that
by
fall into that whole
100,000.
category of, some attention's better than none? Like your publicist, doing a bit of fake death for you, that you get a bit of newsworthy content.
Yeah, fake death. Yeah. Just pretend you're dead. Oh no,
Yeah.
that was a hoax, and that was a hoax.
Someone
And you
stole
come
my
back.
account and
Yeah, so yeah,
pretended,
whoops. Yeah, I pretended
I'm
I was
still
me
alive,
while I
I'm gonna
was,
pop back up and just go,
smoking pipes.
oh no, I'm still
Yeah.
here. Anyone want to use me in a movie
In
or
my own
something?
house.
No, alright.
Hmm.
Just live in a trailer with my 16 kids. 16 Hollywood kids that I'm transforming.
to the sex minds
Mm,
of lower LA.
that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Harvey Weinstein sex minds.
Yeah, they're
Hollywood
just
sex
mind.
minds. That's it.
That's the
No, I don't think
Hollywood
you. I don't
sex
think you. I
minds.
don't think you're cute enough to make it in movies. But
Mm.
we do have an opening in OnlyFans.
Mm. Mm. The sex minds.
But
$100
you're not quite. You're not
an
quite
hour,
movie. You're
a
not quite
day.
Hollywood movie material. But
Yeah. As long as
definitely,
you like $20 a day, you'll be all
definitely
right.
get them
Let's make
simps.
more.
You'll get them
Well, thank you
simps
very
just
much.
banging. I'll be filling
I'll
up their
make it
mums,
work.
filling up their mums' basements with cream.
Do you wanna? Do you wanna?
What? Be
Do
your
you want a hot buddy?
yeah. Come
Do you
on.
want a Bugatti?
Yeah, that's it.
Do you want a
Better work.
Maserati?
Better
You
work.
better work. You better
Yeah.
work. That's it. You want a Lamborghini?
That money don't
Drinking
just generate.
martinis?
That money just doesn't generate itself, Takes a whole lot of simps to get that money.
Looking good in a bikini? You better work.
That's it.
Yeah.
Better tuck in that
You want to
weenie.
live
You better tuck in that
fancy?
weenie.
That's right. You want to live fancy? Live in a big mansion? Party in France?
That's it.
You better work, bitch.
Mm.
You better work it like it's your profession.
Mm.
That's right, man. That's it. You gotta work. And your body, it is like looking amazing, doing a thing.
And I gotta say, man, pimping ain't easy. It ain't.
Especially when you're doing your pimping yourself, that's a big thing. Where's that? How do you run an ad? Do you put it on the internet? From Lacanto? Or what? Like,
Is that
you've
called
got to go to
auto
Holland.
polympifation or auto pimpifation?
Oh,
I'm trying to think of a word.
yeah.
Owner operator.
It's my bib does not agree. Well, this is the whole thing, right? It's like, you go and you abolish like selling your children,
Hmm.
and then that just leads to your children like putting all of their energy into preparing themselves for sale. It's like we just
What a horrid world we live in.
well, that's the thing, So yeah. I mean,
Sorry, but it's midnight avocado.
oh, it is, isn't it? It's quite late.
Almost one.
Hmm.
We should do some more research into doing the tagging. Hang on, we've got 2 people watching now. Someone's watching.
What?
Yep.
No, are you serious?
No,
This has
it's
been hours.
it's me watching, right?
Yeah,
The stream
yeah.
itself. But there's another person watching presently, so
Is that okay? Well, we've
I'd
nearly at the end.
say hello to our solitary viewer.
Okay. Look, I thought we weren't going to interact with the
I know,
chat as a
I
part of
know,
it.
but
But there's only one person there. It's
worthy.
it's only appropriate. It's
Worthy
appropriate
saying
to
hello.
say hello.
You know, at least
hello.
one to the one person.
Yeah, man. Like,
Mm.
yeah, if there were.
Probably tuned in because we
Yeah.
had pictures of vaginas on the screen. So
Do you
who
think
knows?
so?
Yeah,
No. Do you think the
Yeah.
algorithm? Do you think
hit
the algorithm would
hit
actually
the
pick up
algorithm hard with the
just fed
vagina
out?
pictures, just bent to our will.
Hmm.
Hmm,
I don't
hmm,
know.
hmm.
I mean, it's possibly. What
We
does
don't
it?
want
What
to
does it?
scare off viewers, but we don't want to
Well,
encourage
what is
them
it going
either.
to tag?
Yeah.
What is this? What would it tag this as? Like, okay.
Well,
So
we
if it
put it
was
in as
like tagging,
entertainment, so it'd probably come up in the entertainment live feed, and then for about 10
do
minutes
you
or so,
think?
it just had pictures of vaginas
What,
coming up on the screen with handbags,
do
and
you think? What do you think
who
that?
knows?
Do you think vaginas as
I get the same
handbags
stuff in my
makes
Facebook feed, Si. Like I look
what
through my Facebook feed, and
handbag vagina
they got
bags?
the live clickbait with the girls with their underpants swinging around, or you know what I mean? Like,
Really?
yeah, I get heaps of it.
What are they? What are they swinging around their underpants
Mm.
on? What their
Like
finger
click my live video to see me take my underpants off and swing them around.
on Facebook?
Yeah. Ever since I did the Friends purge and dropped from like 300 people that I knew down to 13, Facebook's just like gone mental. It's showing me like
I mean, you tell
full
me,
on gobo fucking porn. It's showing me all
what?
this hookup stuff. Yeah. It's gone crazy. It's like I don't understand this person
Because
anymore, so I'm
you
just going
don't
to
engage
hurtle all
anything,
this pornography at them.
really. I'm
I think
I
it's
don't know what to
amusing.
say. I mean, it is amusing. I just don't know what to say. I'm just like,
Mm. And the same with Twitter, right? Or X. Like
what?
all I'm getting is like porn feed in X
No,
now.
but that's. I think that's just normal
Mm.
over there.
I think that's why I renamed
You
it
could
X anyway, wasn't it?
you could look up anything.
Should have
You can
been
look up
triple
anything on
X.
there, and you just
Triple
get
X, triplex.com. Yeah. Porn
you can
capital.
look up porn. You can look up porn, and
Mm.
you'll end up with like you'll end
I've
up
done it
quite
on Twitter.
rapidly
I
watching.
just typed in fuck, and then it was just
Oh,
lining up. I was like, what the
yeah, but then
hell?
you end up down some kind of weird thing with
Rabbit
like
hole.
of I don't know, American propaganda, racial stuff like
Oh, yeah. Like you
porn.
were saying, the hardcore, the
It's
like
bizarre. Like
hate
you don't
porn,
even
angry porn. Yeah, yeah. Mm.
what's going on. This is on Twitter, and you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
That I was not looking up
yeah, yeah.
that, like, and
Looking
you're
up
just like,
something
but it's
far more wholesome than sort of some dominance dominance routine
yeah,
going on.
strange. So
Some racial
I think that
dominance
I'm
theme
glad that
happening.
at least
You know.
on Facebook you have to run an ad
Mm.
to put that in front of people. Like on Twitter, you don't. You don't have to pay money on Twitter to put that in front of people by serendipity. Where
Twitter's
on
trying to teach you
Facebook,
how to be a good cuck, and then Facebook's trying to get you into anime porn.
oh, is it like sex games?
Oh no,
Sex game websites. Is that it?
no. It's like people's live videos. Like I'm getting like Chinese girls, Japanese girls, all these different races all exposing their vaginas
Ah,
in live feeds and shorts to try and get hits and to get recognized. Doing a sniper wolf, you know?
mm-hmm.
Hmm. It's quite amusing, like just watching the whole evolution of it.
Mm.
Get your fan base and then drag them along with you. Essentially.
Drag them
Mm.
along. Yeah, like Sure.
drag them from whatever media outlet you're deploying from, whether it be Twitch or
Well, no, well, you
YouTube
start
or
like by just
fucking
being,
Live or
you know,
Rumble or whatever the fuck, allows
flashing
your
and doing
content.
or whatever.
Yeah, allows your content. There have
And
been
then you
like
get enough people there that you can upgrade.
Mm.
So you think like the start of the influencer now has devolved to
Go
the
from going
where
from
influencers start is OnlyFans.
bouncing on dildos on OnlyFans through to the Playboy network.
What, being a sort of like a top 10 on or top 100 on YouTube? Do you
That's
mean
it.
like as in the Playboy network?
Content provider. And then, go into gaming. Flash your titties every now and again to get all the young simps throwing money at you.
Well,
That's where a lot of it seems to be going.
I
Do the
I
rounds.
actually
They're doing the rounds. Like they go from one platform to the next, doing their little griff, flashing their titties and bouncing on a dildo or whatever, and then up to the next fucking platform.
yeah. But do they tag that? Is it tagged or is it like that? It's
I don't know
people
whether they're
who are
using
subbing.
tags or whatever to
No,
get the
it's people
hits.
subbing. Well,
Because I
I mean, they could
see
be.
like this latest one with the AI music guy, right? He's gone account opened like this year, last like 2 months or 3 months ago, and already he's like got some ridiculous amount of subscribers. Was obviously, get in the meme thing, something new, something different. Next thing you know, you're getting the hits. Pretty much.
Well, I know what, it's actually nearly
But
1
yeah, at
o'clock
the
in the
moment,
morning.
there's just like this full-on shit fight between different parts of the YouTube community. It's mudslinging competition.
What, really?
That's what it seems like. Especially in the
Over
like
this issue.
the fight for the manosphere.
Yeah, but I mean that's because like there's all these channels that are just like commenting on other channels, and then the channels commenting on this.
Yeah.
Like
And
it's
then
fucking
like a lot of
stupid.
them are doing the whole,
Oh, I can't even. I wouldn't even watch. I don't
gleaning,
even.
whining, whinging people from TikTok, and then doing a
Oh,
whole story on these whining, whinging people from TikTok.
oh, they've done like a 30-second video on TikTok, and now
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
going to
and then
create
they're
like
combining all
200
this,
hours worth of
then
like
doing
commentary
critique
on
and commentary
YouTube.
on
I don't know,
ungrateful,
boring. What
selfish,
what's that? Oh,
lesbian,
I'm ungrateful.
lesbian auntie that
I'm an ungrateful lesbian
getting
auntie.
arrested, and then
That's me.
but even the ones with the whole you hear about the big punch on. There was the boat punch on in America. Another,
No. How big?
wondrous
How big a punch on?
big
What
punch on. Started off
no,
as
what?
started off as a boat was trying to dock, and then
Uh-huh.
a docking inspector or a person that normally takes care of the pier or whatever has asked this group to move their little pontoon so this big boat could dock and unload the passengers, right? And they got into a biff with the wharf, the attendant or the manager or whatever for the wharf, and punched on with him. And then because he was of a certain race, these other onlookers who were all also of that certain race all came down to give the Supreme Pizza people a good whipping. And yeah, ended up in the full-on blue with chairs being whacked over heads, and stuff like this. Just on the dock. And they're like, they're saying now that it more than likely the first bit was just staged, and then the second bit, because the onlookers didn't realize it was just a staged event going on, came down and it started applying the biff. And yeah, got to the point where, 80-year-old women are getting head over the head with plastic folding chairs and stuff.
What the fuck?
I know, man. It's just
That is
bizarre.
I wonder if anyone. So it was just a ricochet effect. It was just like,
Yeah. And like everyone had their phones out, obviously, and filming the thing and going live with the whole what was going on from their
so
perspective.
you were either punching on, you're
Yeah.
either
Or you were there
male
filming it, and
_07,
then
or you're a camera head,
camera head person just filming the whole thing, and then
or you're a male 07.
critiquing in real time,
Oh,
doing the
yeah,
sound
yeah.
effects and stuff when punches are
Critiquing.
being
All
thrown.
right.
You're like, pop, pop,
Oh, that's a
pop. Yeah,
weak.
that's
Oh,
what you
that's weak.
get when you
Yeah,
mess with the,
with
the
the
crew.
cat, the crew,
Mess
the
with the crew,
crew.
and you get
Mess with
pop,
the
pop,
crew.
pop like that.
Fuck with that, bam.
That's it. Like the
bam.
whole doing the whole critiquing as they were going along. It was quite funny. I was just watching this going, oh my god, circus, world circus. That's where we are. Circus world. That's what they'd like you to
Circus.
think. I mean, most people are pretty normal. They can interact and go through their daily lives without turning it into a circus. But it's just those circus moments where the camera heads are there ready to, skibidi toilet and film the whole thing.
Well, because you may be the breeze, but you're also the leaf, and you're cruising around, and there's other people who
Get
want
the
to have
speaker
like
heads
crazy
making all the big
experiences.
noises, and then the
Yeah,
skibidi
they
camera
want
heads are then
to
recording
get
it.
attracted.
So you can see how it's
You
almost
go there
tying
and you're
into
just
real
stuck.
life, isn't it?
You know it is. No, it is. What are you talking about?
It's like
totally.
totally locked into what real life is.
Yeah, that's right.
Skibidi toilets, cruising around doing stupid
Skibidis.
stuff and making people trying to get likes and be friendly, but it's being stupid skibidi toilets and camera heads and monitor heads watching it, camera heads filming it, speaker heads talking about it. Eh? Scientists trying to figure it out. Why have we got so many skibidi toilets?
Because it's a mind virus.
Bang.
It's a virus. It's actually a first snow crash. It's a really So there's been a lot of
using the media, using the
memes,
media
like original
sources,
and
memings.
is more root, but it is. It's the main. This is where it's perfected. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Skibidi should be studied, and we need to have informational warfare against skibidi.
Skibidi is a study, but
I guess
it's the data that's being studied and the critiquing how society is turning into skibidi toilet land. Right before your very eyes. It's unraveling and showing you the true skibidi toilet nature of the world.
The nature of the skibidi way. It's like skiptology.
Skiptology.
It's skiptology.
It'll be a religion.
Skiptological.
It'll turn into a skibidi religion. People will be wearing toilet heads to their local skibidi toilet meetings.
Praise, do you praise the toilet? Do you drink from the toilet? Is that sort of like the new wine? It's like putting your head in the toilet, especially an American toilet, but that was got a high sort of water level, the big bowl of water, and just everyone drinks, comes up, drinks from the bowl.
Upgraded from
the
head in the sand to head in the toilet.
Yeah, that's it. And the special the anointed ones, it randomly just a head pops out and just as they're drinking, just rises up.
I'm waiting for the skibidi commercials.
I know they're coming. Yeah, they're coming.
They will come, won't they?
Yeah.
There'll be skibidi commercials.
Yeah, skibidi is going to be
like and KFC will get onto it. There'll be merchandising. It'll be exactly like Every other
Oh,
thing like
no.
Roblox and Minecraft, there'll be merchandise. You watch. There'll
There'll
be
be
a whole thing.
people becoming skibidi
Yeah,
in street skibidi.
that's it. Modifying their bodies to have camera heads and
No,
stuff. Yeah. People actually trying to become one with the
but
toilet,
yeah,
like
no,
you know.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just unsatisfied unless they are like
There will be
uh,
toys and stuff. So come
this
on, be
huge.
realistic
This gonna
about this.
no, but
Anytime
no. Will
things
there be a
become like a
surge? Is
super
there gonna be a
fad, like a
surge?
super
Is it?
surge, it
There's
will.
gonna
It'll
be
go mainstream. It won't be
of
long
like
before
toilet
a lot of
sales.
people are starting to talk about the skibidi toilet. You watch.
Would someone
Yeah, it's the ultimate
is
distraction.
is someone gonna cosplay it?
There'll be cosplayers,
Mm,
skibidi toilet cosplayers.
Skim, yeah.
Yep.
Is the toilet just on your
Guaranteed.
head, or or then you walk around, or do you like have
No,
it's more like a
it'll be
wheelchair?
like you'll be in a big toilet.
Wheelchair, yeah.
Yeah,
If
you
it'll be
wear
a
it like a
wheelchair,
big
motorized.
motorized water wheelchair thing, and
Yeah,
you'll have
if
like
your
a big
head
rubber
just
extension head that can
yeah.
be stretched and punched without you being physically damaged, so you can get the full effect of the skibidi head
Of the
punching,
skibidi.
skibidi toilet head punching. Massive.
Yeah.
Plushy toys. You know, Lego will even start doing a skibidi toilet edition.
Mm.
Special request. Skibidi toilet Lego friends. You
Well,
always know you've made it with a meme or something like that when you finally get the Lego. Because you know that IKEA's got official IKEA Lego now.
there's no
There
skip.
is. I saw it at
There is
IKEA
no,
the other
hang
day.
on, no, but yeah, but there's not going to be a skibidi Lego.
There will be a skibidi Lego. Someone will order it in the master build
In
stuff,
mass custom, like yeah,
custom build stuff. Yeah, someone will order the skibidi toilet thing. It'll be a unique.
they'll have it for sale,
Yeah,
and people will just buy the shit out of it.
because that was the one thing I did love about Lego when they opened up that, the creator. You could actually order and have your own, like create the plans and then shoot that to Lego, and then they would ship it out to you in its box with the whole picture of the built thing on the outside and instructions at one stage. And the creator, I don't know if they're doing it anymore, but
Huh.
yeah, at one stage they were doing that with the creator tool, the Lego
Yeah,
creator
you can
tool.
build
You
the
could
box and you get
export,
them, they ship it to you.
yeah, straight up out of the app. Awesome.
Yeah, I think they still do that. No, totally.
I think it's more online now. Lego
No,
Collide.
it is. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I'm gonna go to sleep. I
Yes,
think.
I think that's enough. What's that? 3 hours. Oh, that's a good record plus what I recorded. So it's, yeah, I'll send the latest version
Yeah,
over to you. That worked. That's good.
good times, good times.
All right, single viewer. Oh no, it's dropped back to one view. They know we're going, so they're like
Yeah.
done. Evening. All right, Sober.
Good night.
Sleep well. I'm gonna kill the stream now.
3 hours.